reviewing that show. We here to review that show. And if we think we can, we can still view that show. All the people be trying to view like us, but you know they can. It's Marty, and that's it.
I mean, there's a lamp. There's a lamp I saw online that they got.
I started, man. You
The
posted
Drogon
it.
lamp? Yeah, so I know they got a lighter, dog.
I'm about to get that for you.
I'll get a fucking Drogon. Boy, what's a Drogon Bluetooth light?
Yeah, that's official.
Oh, fish.
How's ATL? You can get a drag.
Hit that bit. I mean, it was simple, dog. They flew me out there to just basically do 4 scenes, 4 plugins.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, they looked at it, you know, they had written down, like, I'm seeing some of the footage, and they basically, like, yeah, they're like little things, we need a plug-in of this, we need a close-up of this, we need this.
Just pick up shit.
Pick up shit. And the 2 hardest parts, things to shoot, were, okay, one of them wasn't that simple. Like, I had to reshoot my death scene. They needed a close-up of me dying in this bitch. And the problem is, when I died the first time from a different shot, I was in one position, and they kept on trying to get me to match exactly how I fell. And I'm doing my own fucking stunts. It's not like we got a stunt man in this bitch, so it's like my son, like, I'll try, because once you like, you have to have your shoulder a little bit popped more when you hit the wall, and then while you're hitting the wall, make sure you smear it a bit up more. Your hand was a little bit more up, just a little bit. And it's all this shit. I'm like, okay, I remember all this shit too, but motherfucker, you gotta understand, when niggas in action, then the director's like, you know what I mean, and you know, I want you to extend the death. I want it to be longer. I want to see all
so
the
like,
feeling.
he wants you to add shit, but they want you to stay the fucking same.
No, he wants me to add shit. She wants me to physically stay the same, but it's like, I won't be physically the same if I'm adding more things that wasn't there when we did it before.
That's some acting gymnastics.
Nigga, and that's what people don't understand, son, about that film shit. There's acting gymnastics that happens where it don't really have much to do with the type, because this is still acting, but it's not the type of acting that you think of where I was gonna have a conversation, say lines. No, nigga, because that whole episode, son, is like, I speak a couple of times, but I'm seeing a lot. It was a lot of like face acting and like physical shit. And even when I die, I might say one last words, and then it's this long ass death and shit. It's like a whole bunch of like, yeah, but then it's the second shot that was hard was I commit suicide. So
cool.
It's good that we're recording and I'm not saying which project this is. I have a few projects up now, motherfucker, so you don't know which one it could be.
I don't know.
But I had a shank, and I'm supposed to drop the shank, and you know, so they could catch the shot of it dropping to the floor bloody. And you know, it's gonna have like a little blood spatter of my blood as it hits the nigga. That bitch kept bouncing. That was the most bounciest, fucking shank ever. We had to reshoot that bitch not more than 3, about like 7 times. Then they had to readjust, and then they did this other thing where I wouldn't have to drop it, because at first I'm up like where I was. Now I lean as far down as I could to drop it from the lowest distance, and it's still bouncing and shit. So then I was like, okay, we're gonna just have someone else drop it. You just gotta do some foot acting. Just keep your foot in the frame. Foot acting. You gotta do some foot acting. You feel me? I'll just go to you, but keep your fucking foot in the frame, and then you make it seem how what you was doing when you was doing it, such and such. And and then your dude who had to drop it realized, oh, that bitch hard, huh? Because it kept bouncing again. Right, so we spent like an extra 30 minutes that we probably was not gonna have to spend just trying to capture this one fucking shot of this shank that just don't bounce, bitch. Stay where you at.
Some of that shit is deceptively hard to.
The weirdest shit.
Yeah, just the weirdest shit.
You could put on the camera, I could have a conversation, say every line you want me to have, dog. But all that shit, that's that real.
You can't control physics.
You can't. Real. You just can't.
Picture it in my head.
Oh, God.
Just dropping.
Well, at least you had fun.
Hey, man. No. At least I got paid.
I'm about to say, that was my
word.
At least you were on the clock as well.
I had fun when we actually shot this stuff. This is plugins. This is not fun or not fun. It's just, okay, paycheck time. You
I mean, hey, nigga, they flew you out there.
Yep.
They had a car for you.
Yep.
You also on the clock. You
Yep.
ain't got to memorize the line.
Nope. It's the easiest day on set. Easiest day you can have on set. I ain't got to worry about nothing.
I'm not beating up women.
Yeah, I'm not beating up women.
We're having fun. Who wants donuts?
Well, before you get out of here, D-Mac, baby, since we are recording, the quickest how you felt about the finale of Game of Thrones, because that's what we're doing tonight.
Okay, just to sum it up, a lot of shows have shitty endings, okay? Context. I was satisfied with the ending. It wasn't as epic as I would have liked it to be.
Yeah.
But it did close. Like, it closed the series.
Okay.
And that's, acceptable for me. I would have liked to have seen Dany go out cooler, better, like in more epic fashion. But she didn't. I thought she died very early.
Yeah.
I was calling that was gonna be the final scene. I thought that was gonna be the very last thing people saw. Her death.
Yeah.
But she died surprisingly early. And at the end of the day, it was just a bunch of people saying, okay, thanks guys, I'm going this way, y'all going that way. Catch y'all on the flip. You heard me? And, not as exciting as the entire series, but it was a closer,
And you're going on record to say you were satisfied.
Yeah, I'm satisfied. I mean, not fully satisfied. Okay, if I have to grade it A, B, C, D, F, my satisfactory rate is like a C+.
C+.
It's a
I'll give it
grade.
a C+.
Yeah.
Okay, how many times have you watched it? Did you watch that one time or did you see it again?
I watched it twice.
Okay, second time's easier, huh?
Yeah, it's easier.
Because you know it's coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, C+.
C+.
But judging it off that whole series, it could have easily been a fucking A if
Yeah.
they wanted to. But for whatever reason, they kind of phoned it in. But a bunch of shows have done that, so fuck
And
it.
some shows don't get endings. And one thing I will say, and we haven't gotten into, of course, our thoughts on it yet. One thing I will say, though, is this. Do not judge the series by its last episode.
No, fuck no.
Because some people are like, oh, I'm glad I didn't watch it.
You know what's blowing me? All these fucking, now there's the next group of saying, I'm sorry your show ended.
Yeah.
Like, y'all want so much fucking attention. I still like the series.
The series,
it
right.
was a great ride.
Right.
Like, I feel like it was still worth watching it all.
And I stand by that now when all the dust settles and everything fades. If somebody who don't got none of this hype happen, just watch the show, they'll just watch the show, and I still don't know if they're going to be fully oh my God, I love the ending, but it's not going to be as bad as all the hype that we're getting this past week.
Yeah.
You hear me? That's why I asked if you saw it twice. I was like, I know that second time got to be different.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
I don't know why they did it like that, but that's what it is. What you gonna fucking do?
Did you feel this did you feel the abbreviation of the season? Do you feel like it would have played out a little bit better had they taken their time over the course of 10 instead of 6 episodes?
They probably could have did. I don't know. It really depends because my perception of it is just in that last episode, so many things happened so quickly, and I mean. There's a lot of concepts in that show that you could extend and play on, show some deeper relationships between certain people at the end of it all. But I don't know. They could have.
Well, truthfully, there's a lot of things they could have done.
Yeah, you could do a lot, but I mean, they didn't. But it didn't spoil the fucking series. So I don't think it just fucked up the whole thing. Oh my God.
How some people acting, bro.
Nah. I think those same people who say, I've never in my life watched a single episode of
Game of Thrones.
Jerk, go sit down.
Go away.
Find something to do.
Go away.
But yeah, Westworld next. Talk about that shit.
Westworld.
But yeah, if you don't know who I am D-Mac. You can follow me on Instagram at Your Dig Brand LLC. And that's it. Peace out.
D-Mac. Catch my dog on the FlyWithBats Podcast.
Peace, man.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of FlyWithBats Podcast, though, we had a whole, I think I jinxed us by talking about how the On the Lake just had been having complications.
Oh yeah, y'all been suffering.
We recorded side A before I went out of town in the first place because I'm like, because I went out of town Tuesday, I think I told you. It was a Wednesday.
Yeah, I believe it was Tuesday night. Yeah, because we were trying to do it Tuesday.
Yeah, because the situation was fucked up. Because they told me, it was Tuesday because they told me I was supposed to shoot on the 23rd. The 23rd is today, right? Thursday. Today's Thursday.
When I'm not working, I don't keep track.
Well, they told me the 23rd.
Yes,
the 23rd is
23rd, right?
Thursday.
Yeah.
So I already had my day planned out. I had auditions to I had 2 auditions to shoot. Man, I was gonna record with you. I'm recording with them and such. And then they oh no, we moved it up to Wednesday. So I'm like, well, ain't no way I'm about to get a freaking plane ticket day of because I'm already. I'm just gonna hop on the bus, handle this up. It's gonna be easy. So I'm like, I got bus. I got a bus ticket. I can get another bus ticket, bitch. But I'm not about to get a plane ticket tonight to be there tonight. Nigga, I was looking that shit up. They want $300, $400. I'm like, son, are you reimbursing this shit? Nah. So then they we gonna fly your ass out shit. And I was like, oh, well, okay. So in that situation, so everything got topsy turvy. So I'm recording with them and dog, I think it's because of Succession, and I'm about to get another one of those plugs where, you know, it's just, I ain't got to worry about batteries. But I think the succession of, I've been recording a lot of podcasts back to back lately. I got so many just on the background that I just it's fucked up. I slipped up and didn't change the batteries. And you know, the worst thing you could do if you're recording on a Zoom, for my people out here recording on Zooms and not in studios and shit yet, my niggas.
Yeah.
If that bitch died while you're recording and you didn't get a chance to press stop,
oh yeah,
it's gone.
It's like it never happened.
It's gone, son. I was able to retrieve the first 30 minutes of an hour and 15-minute conversation. You hear me?
You know, and that's happened to us before, and our saving grace was, like what I'll do is in between our musical interludes or whatever segues, I'll hit the pause button and that'll create a marker, so it kind of saves it to some extent there. And so I'll save it from each marker.
And what's so funny about the universe is while we're recording, before it died.
Yeah.
UPS man came to bring me my light that I'm gonna shoot my auditions with. I just got a light to shoot auditions. And knock, sound like the fucking police, dog. And it stopped us. And I just keep thinking about that moment of normally, just because it was such a stop, I would have stopped it so it'd be easier in the edit to pick it up. That's what I would do freaking 99% of the time. I would have stopped it there. And this one time where I was like, fuck it, I'll edit it later. The damn thing delete everything, son. I was just pissed because niggas was going in about all kinds. It was etouffee, so we going in talking about the stupid ass abortion laws and shit, nigga. Talking about Jason Mitchell, how he just like blew me and stuff, blew all of us to a certain degree. I mean, you could talk because you nigga, we went in and you gonna get 30 minutes of whatever the hell we had, but then before I get your opinion, then it's that fuck up of when you realize you can't get it back, right? Your question to your co-host after already running it for like an hour or something. Do we try to re-record this?
Nigga, yeah, but it's never the same.
It won't ever be the same because what happened was, and that was the day where everything was crunched. I had to do this, I had to do that, to get here, I had to get there. Right. So what we did was we recorded the other segments, and it was just like we're just gonna basically what I did in Georgia, come back and punch in the
missing piece.
That's the only thing that's missing is the etouffee and talking about. But dude, like you said, it's never as natural, never as flowing. It's like I almost want to go back and listen and try to remember just dot some points to try to get it. It's just hard, man. So that hurt a nigga feelings.
Kicked it all off, I know.
That hurt nigga feelings, though. Like that hurt. That hurts.
Especially when you feel like you got it right that first time. It's like it's always the time that feel like it went perfect when something goes wrong. My
favorite podcast is just natural conversation. So that's coming off the times niggas be messing with me how I press the record button. If I press it early because so many times some of the best gems and some of the best things niggas be running when stuff ain't on recording.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm always trying to record.
Like when
I catch it.
When I walk in now, I'm looking at it though. I'm clocking it. It's just because I don't know when you're gonna hit it.
But this is the thing that you can always believe, dog. I'm gonna edit out anything like supremely inappropriate.
Oh, right,
I wouldn't fuck over us.
Yeah.
I'm all about capturing life, but not to that extent to have us screwed up.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? We making gun deals, and I'm trying to sell the Beretta.
Yeah.
The illegal Beretta to somebody. If I just started selling illegal Berettas
with the silver handle,
you dig? Or maybe the lavender.
Right.
The lavender.
Lavender.
You dig?
Oh wow. Lavender now?
That's gonna get edited. So
I gotta get one of those.
I just don't want to miss nothing, dog, and that's why it's just like, damn, son. But Jason Mitchell, shit, man, what's your spiel? Because they gonna hear earful when we finally do re-record this.
Man, I got like 2 episodes. You mentioned that back to back that I gotta just drop at the same, or just gonna have to drop tomorrow.
Of Your30?
Yeah, of Your30, because we did one last week and then I just never got around to it. I just really got backed up and I just never got around to it. And then this week we just did one, and we talked about that for a little bit. And honestly, man, I kind of reclused myself a little bit because I was sort of coming to a couple of revelations about a couple of things. Just small stuff because I don't know. Yeah, okay. So I've met him through a friend of a friend.
Okay, this might be interesting. Welcome to the Reviewing Dat Show.
Okay.
Just so we can get you in here official before we get to this story. Okay. Welcome to the Reviewing Dat Show. This is that actor guy, Mr. Bats, representing the FlyWithBats Podcast. That's on my right.
It's your favorite host, Marty, MartyEdwards 504 on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. Also, go to lowrainpictures.com, click on the Your30 tab. Like, rate, share. Give us a 5-star review on iTunes. We'll read it on the show. I co-host the show there with... What's his name? Yeah, that's right. So Your30 with Marty and the Arrogant Observer, also known as Black Actopedia.
Those 2 names is fucking it up now, right? When we shout you out on our show, son, I always be like, yeah, it's the Your30 podcast with the Arrogant Observer.
The black Arrogant. Yeah, the black Arrogant. One of them niggas here. He the same nigga, you know. It don't matter what you call him. Yeah. Fuck him, you know.
Fred Buck, 2 G's.
Yeah, Fred Buck, 2 G's. The first of his name. Arrogant Observant, the Steven of Universe.
Yep.
The first of his name. Okay. Larry Universe. Sorry, Larry. But yeah, so yeah, okay, so I don't know. I'm trying to find a way to dance around this. I guess there's no real way to do it, but anyway, just something small I noticed. So you know, Marty shoots on the weekends for this club and stuff, so I post stuff on the page from time to time. And then in July, I believe, or last Essence, he was down in town and we hung out with him, Jason, and I took some photos, and one of them I posted rather recent, and for some reason it just kind of disappeared. And I remember and nobody knew what happened. Like nobody, cause it's me and 2 other guys and my partners, and we're looking at it cause it's like the last thing, and it's like we've been told specifically not to post what we shoot at the club, so we've been looking for other things to post, and we just kind of went back in our catalog and I posted that. So I know it's there, and we all know it's there. And here's the other thing about it too, because we were it just sort of disappeared, and like, well, do we have something wrong in that? I don't know. But then I remembered he liked it, so I mean, apparently there was nothing wrong on his end. There was nothing that maybe said that he got it deleted. But anyway, basically the post was like, catch this week's It's not funny. I'm sorry. Catch this week's episode. I'm a little high, Marty.
Hi, Marty.
Catch next week's episode of The Shy. And it, called out some characters. I watched the show, and it, called out some stuff, some characters and stuff like that. So, and then when I found out the news that had broken, I was kind of like, oh, well, I don't know if they're scrubbing all that shit from the internet, but I mean, I guess we would be considered to some extent, because the friend of the friend is one of the partners. I guess could be considered a close tie. I don't know what was going on there, but anyway, photo got taken down. Never really got an explanation on why, but yeah. And then the news and stuff broke, and I was like, I don't know. I guess that kind of made sense. I don't understand why that specific thing out of I don't know. I imagine millions of things on the internet got scrubbed, but
you said The Shy.
I did say, and I tagged Showtime in it. Yeah.
See, the plot thickens, motherfucker. Like, come on, man.
I did. Well, it's
You got cut from that thing, and you talk about, I'm wanting to watch the got scrubbed. I tagged Showtime. I think they have
Yeah. I'm almost It was just one of those things where you do so much of this stuff, or you post so much. I'm so curious as to what my exact words were, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I honestly don't remember. But yeah, that all that stuff, man, that was surprising, dude. Just that hurt, man. That hurt, dude. I'm sorry.
I'm trying, because the thing is, on a piece of what's going to be on the next FlyWithBats episode, right. I get into my feelings on it raw.
Right.
And I really...
This is the part that got cut.
No, there's a piece that didn't get caught.
Okay,
and I cut. And I don't know if we're going to be actors about it and try to pretend like it's all one, or I'm going to just be... Well, I'm just being straight up right now, so I'm put a little commercial break in and be like, look, y'all, we got to finish our conversation about this, etc. We'll be right back. But so, I'm trying to not repeat myself, you know what I mean? Because I got a lot to say on it.
Understood.
But but I don't care if I repeat myself in this in this regard.
Okay.
I hope that if I were ever to be in a situation that I would be able to keep my sense, my own sense. You feel me? Because I feel like from where kid started and where kid got, he lost something. He lost himself, because when you're in our positions, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I mean? We're artists, like, you know, we're still trying to make it. We got day jobs and shit, you feel me? You just dream, and you just dream about getting to where he got. He won. That's the one thing I'm saying here. I think I said it on FlyWithBats, and almost like to repeat myself when we got to re-record that thing. Right. Dude, you won. And somewhere in there, you didn't realize that you won. You feel me? And coming from a cat, I had to take in, like, when I was going off about it on the other one, like, dog, like, I graduated college late, but I graduated in 2011. We're in 2019. Word. If I take out my college years of acting and just only focused on when I got out of school, you feel me? I've almost been doing this for 10 years. But there's got cats who do this for 10, 15, 20 and don't get close to what he was able to get to. I mean, you're a series regular on a TV show and you still getting movie deals. Like, I will shout that to the high heavens, dog. That is the best position to be in as an actor. You have a job. Like, TV show is a job. So you're always good. Because one of the things about acting is you don't know when your next gig coming. Like, I just got off the plane, but, like, well, I got one gig that I just found out about today. But besides, usually, you know what I mean? That's not even like a major thing, you know what I mean? But I didn't want to lie. But truthfully, though, you don't know when your next gig coming. You do that one gig and then you looking around like, and it's just, you know. But a TV series means you good, nigga. You on TV. You got that job. As long as that thing keeps getting renewed, whatever you do with your off time, you know you got that job to keep you afloat. Right. So I always like that. I always was like, man, dude, that. Then and some people back in the day used to get caught in you only can do TV. That's not the game no more. Right. It's not the game. So the fact that you still doing movies, little homie, and you got a TV show job, and you got on the scene by doing an Oscar-worthy performance, so people always gonna respect your caliber, and you the lead on said TV show, and people love your character many times the best. I hear about Brandon and I don't even know the show. You get what I'm saying, son? I can't fathom.
He's
I'm not in your shoes.
Producer on that,
dude. I can't fathom to lose all of that at once, dog. I've never seen nothing like that happen in life. So being a cat from New Orleans, like, you know what I mean, rooting for the nigga because, you know, of course I can't help but see myself in the motherfucker, dog. You from New Orleans, you a black dude, you an actor. I just suffered through the Eazy-E shit for goddamn that whole year because for whatever, dog, I don't look nothing like this nigga, dog. For whatever reason, I used to get that shit from people like, you remind me of Eazy-E. I'm like, how?
Yeah?
How?
For real?
And you know what I mean? And
like like Jason Mitchell or like Eazy-E?
Bruh,
like people would get
Eazy-E, I think was just hot on these niggas' minds at that time or something. And this, you know, I always wear my dark shades. I got I wear Eazy-E shades a lot, and I had more hair at the time too. So you know what I mean. I would get that, but I don't look like this nigga. But this nigga's name followed me for a minute, and as I always talk about, I audition for that shit. So it's like, right. You're basically telling me about a role I didn't get, and if I can be absolutely transparent about, I didn't even memorize my lines for it before going to it because I didn't think I was going to get it at all. So I learned a valuable lesson that day in so many regards. So a lot about that whole situation kind of sticks with me. So to see him 4 years later get to doing this, right, it's heartbreaking to a great degree. But what you saying?
Oh no, you mentioned that. I was just saying, or at least it was coming back to me. I can't remember which. Guess I want to say it was the second one, but his name is Jared. The second.
Jared Mitchell.
Is that the second acting while black guest?
He's the first. Jared was the first. Then my dude Theo.
I'm sorry. One of y'all talked about being in the audition.
Me and Jared.
With him. Yeah,
me and Jared.
Yeah,
we were both in that motherfucker. Jared.
Yeah.
Auditioned Eazy-E. Jared auditioned for Dr. Dre.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Y'all kind of talked about like him. I think coming into the audition.
Yeah. Looking just like him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. And I just remember like I was just salty because
that was my first time hearing that story. I had never heard. Or at least I don't know if you had told it before, but that was my first time.
I was experience. There, nigga.
Yeah. No, I thought that was
no. But I'm just saying in the context of what we're currently talking about. So a nigga me who's still on this grind, and that's the thing too. This kid he wasn't even grinding in the film industry that long. You know what I mean? He probably was grinding for like a couple of years and then that popped for him. You dig? So while like the rest of us, we've been grinding, still paying these dues, and he a cat that like, you know, that's like, well, he was just in a fucking audition room with us. If he could get it, we could get it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My dude Jaron is real cool with him. You feel me? So it's like, they talking shit. So it's like one of those situations of like it's frustrating seeing that Genesis being there for that. And once again, that whole situation taught me a lesson. And nigga, just always be prepared because you never know it could come from something. I didn't even think they would even cast that out of New Orleans. That's how. Oh wow. That's how freaking jaded I had been because it was. I think it was a year where I just kept getting roles that, and I didn't realize this at the time, which is always go for it because sometimes I'm using you as the wild card and sometimes the wild card stand out. But I didn't learn that yet. So at that moment, I'm like, y'all keep, and they still do this shit to you that I was mad about. But still, there's a positive way of looking at it, which is they give you some auditions for roles that don't fit you, or that you could tell they ain't gonna get this role of me. Like, you know what I mean? Like whether it's a real estate agent in freaking Middle America, you know what I mean, or whatever. Like some of the descriptions, you'll be like, bro, I know this one. Like, why are you even doing this? You know what I mean? So that was when they brought me up for Eazy-E. I almost felt it was racist because they called in every black actor in the city damn near that was in that age group, and you get there, you see all these niggas that don't look like nobody from NWA. So a piece of me was just kind of like feeling rebellious up, man. You just want to get all the niggas in the room, like, you know what I mean? Like you just want to get a bunch of niggas
making this movie.
I was kind of like feeling like I know I'm wasting my time. I'm a slim, dark skinned nigga, dog. Eazy-E is not. You feel me? I think a piece when I went in there, I still acted, but I remember having my paper there, and that's another thing. I never auditioned with a script in my hand. So I don't know what I was on that day, but it was just, I'm always remember that experience. Because when you go half-assed on an audition, almost on purpose, and then a motherfucker there really get the role and their lives take off, you're gonna get humbled.
Have you ever watched the show Barry on?
We got to talk about it. Good segue, bitch. Good segue. We better talk about it. I just started it.
Did you?
I'm on like episode 3.
Oh fuck. Okay, so you haven't gotten you in season 1.
Season 1, episode 3. I just started because it was one of those things that Game of Thrones is over.
There's a fucking because right now you reminded me of this moment like in the second season, and I won't spoil. Just say okay. So character, fuck it, no, wait. Because since you're watching it, like, because you like, oh man, you get all these little microaggressions and shit that you get like from, I don't know, dude. You gotta watch. Never mind. I'm gonna wait.
I really appreciate that show though.
I so appreciate it too, dude.
Okay, but people listening,
I don't know where you are. I don't want to say too much.
Barry's is show on HBO. Starring, what's your boy, man? What's his name?
Bill Hader.
Bill Hader, and he's a hitman that's basically disillusioned with his job. And after a hit gone Ari, he finds himself in a theater and gets bit by the acting bug. So
so following a target. Yeah, so like just going undercover, following a target.
No,
that's too much.
We on season 2. Fucking spoil it. Yes.
That's like,
we on season 2
episode 1 though.
Yeah, no.
That's the premise of the first episode.
No, but this is why, the reason why I stopped is because what I said was no details. I just said
fair
it
enough.
went Ari.
Okay, yeah.
It went Ari. That's general
true.
enough.
Okay, yeah.
But you was like, what specifically happened was he was following this nigga.
I was just like, well,
but then
really.
I caught myself though.
True.
We're a spoiler podcast, man. If you want to talk that spoiler shit, talk that spoiler shit. I'm just saying, it's hard to make a recommendation to spoil at the same time.
Well, you gotta. So you know the thing. This is a show for actors.
It is.
One. This is a show that evenly jumps in between. What's the word? Like evenly jumps in between like comedy, drama,
it feels like Weeds on the slick.
Yeah. It
reminds me of Weeds, but just in a different, like the tone.
They unveiled such a deep layer. I feel in the second season. It's like, man, I can't wait for you to catch up.
Okay.
But yeah, Barry's like becomes a more interesting character as it goes along. But yeah, it's yeah, dude. It's just a bunch. It's just these bunch of different tones that come together so beautifully. Bill Hader is the writer creator. And I believe directs like maybe the first 3 episodes or so. He directed the season finale of season 2, which was great. What's the last thing you remember or has happened so far as far as where you are in the show?
he had to kill that guy. That's
Well, okay, that's not giving anything away.
He choked out this man in his yard. He's gonna shoot him. They was waiting all episode for this fucking bullet, and he's gonna snipe a nigga. And for whatever, I forget the reason why he didn't snipe him. Then he went in this man's house and he had to choke him out outside. And then he linked up with a girl and they had to talk and then she kissed him and then he wound up smashing. And that's about where I am. Because all this, he's in the game, you know what I mean? His partner, I think they just let his partner go. Fuchs, whatever.
Yeah.
It's a comedy, because there's so many things. I'm looking. Fuchs is alive. They got this man neck strapped to the chair, so he can eat, but they're still asking him advice on things. Because at a point in the show, people, it's hard to get out of being a freaking hitman. So they're still trying to make him do these jobs, and he don't want no parts of it. He just want to, talk acting shit and go to acting class and stuff. But so the Russians are right. I think are they Russian?
I believe so. Who's running the Russians right now?
See, right now makes me know that something ain't gonna be. So you can't talk to niggas who
sorry,
I
was trying to ask questions without asking them, but
I'm too perceptive.
Kind of direct.
Too perceptive, man. I gotta catch up and we gonna talk about this goddamn barracks. I didn't know you was on it like that.
Dude, cause like you talking about it now, and I'm just like, you know what? I've never mentioned that to him, but I think he might like it. And I think you're gonna enjoy what you see. So
and my bad people,
we'll check back in.
My bad to people who gonna hear that time warp as episode 81 side B that's coming up, because I think I recommended Barry on there, but they're gonna hear this first.
Oh right, okay.
So I ain't going crazy, y'all. Just so you know, if y'all listen to both Reviewing That and FlyWithBats, which I would hope you do. You feel me?
I hope so.
But
hope so.
Then Jason Mitchell, dog, I hope he just figures it out. So like I said, I'm gonna get into it way more in depth when we got to hit that re-record. So I don't want to, feel like I'm gonna be re-talking the same shit. Dog.
Oh no, I look forward to hearing it.
That one hurt. That one hurt.
Yeah, it did, man.
But Robert Pattinson might be Batman. I'm sorry, Robert Pattinson might be Batman. Hashtag called it. And his main competition is Nicholas Hoult.
So my phone is giving me trouble at the time where a coworker walks up to me and says, "So he knows the new Batman, right? Robert Pattinson." I'm like, "Oh, really? I gotta text Bats." And my shit was acting up, nigga. I wanted to flood your shit because I'm like, you did this. You did this.
Son.
This is not Robert's fault. This is so your fault, mate.
I think he gonna kill it, son. I think with another Michael Keaton moment, son. We're in a moment in Heath Ledger time. They didn't think Michael Keaton could do it. They didn't think Heath Ledger could do it. They didn't think Chris Evans could do it. They didn't think Anne Hathaway could do it.
I hope you enjoyed chicken.
I'm just saying, my nigga, I feel like there's another, because the thing is, people keep giving him the Twilight bullshit. That was like, 10, 12 years ago? This dude has been murdering it on the indie scene. Murdering it. He's a bona fide actor now, son. He even agrees that, the fact that he even agrees that the movie that made him the most money and the most famous sucks, you gotta give him some kind of Pattinson on the back.
Have you seen any of the indie stuff that he's done?
I watched clips because I had a hits. I had what you call it? I can see it's not the time, but the attention span at the moment to watch him.
Fair enough. But, so full disclosure, I haven't seen any.
But I will.
But I've heard the exact same thing. Yeah. It's like nothing but good things. That's one of the movies is like on Netflix. It's in Hulu. It's somewhere.
Yeah.
And I could have clicked on it.
I'm gonna click
on it. It's called like it's either on Hulu or Netflix. It's one of them. Because it's called Rover.
I saw that.
You saw that one?
No. I saw that on a list because they got all these articles popping up now talking about Robert Pattinson movies that you need to see to show this nigga got chops. And that's what made me just go hop on YouTube. And I just looked up clips to just see him, So I've seen some of the chops and the nigga can act. I'm just curious to see. You gotta bulk up, my nigga. You gotta bulk up.
Yeah, it's like you gotta go on the diet, brother.
So go holler at Ben and Henry. You really need to go holler at Henry Cavill because this nigga got the body of a god.
Yeah. Actually,
whatever his workout plan is, Robert Pattinson. If you get it, because remember, Beast still up for it. Young Beast is still up for it. Nicholas Hoult.
I mean, if you can grab Michael B's trainer, man, I'd go.
Mm-hmm.
I just
you got a year to get in shape, homie. You gotta bulk up. Would you rather Nicholas?
No, fuck no. I'd rather Robert actually, and I like Nicholas. Do I like Nicholas? I'm trying to think of what I liked him in.
I like Nicholas. He's a great actor. But it's the situation I feel like they had when we
I don't
around Batman Begins when it was between Christian Bale and
who was the other guy?
Christian Bale was up against two people. The third pick was Cillian Murphy, who wound up being Scarecrow, and that's not the example I'm looking for, but it's the same difference. If I'm between Christian Bale and Cillian Murphy, I'm gonna go with Christian Bale in the Batman situation. Yeah. But it was Mysterio, man, because it's happened to this man twice. It happened to him with Spider-Man and it happened to him with Batman. What's his name? Damn, why didn't I know?
Why can't I think of his name? He's the brother that no one.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, both just
because Jake Gyllenhaal was up for Spider-Man.
Yeah,
and then Toby beat him. He was the number 2 for Spider-Man. And for
and
Batman
Toby
Begins,
hurt his back, and everybody was like,
they
thought take his spot.
They thought Gyllenhaal would take the spot.
No, you're not.
And Bale, and it's funny, his sister wound up being the Dark Knight of all things.
Oh wow, yeah.
But like,
damn, that would have been weird.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Or she would never got that job.
Yeah,
she would never got that job. But if I'm looking at Bale and I'm looking at Gyllenhaal is a great actor. Nicholas Hoult is a great actor. That is the flame. That is his Drogon he fired up, ladies and gentlemen. It was impressive.
My own personal Drogon.
But yeah, dude. As great as an actor Gyllenhaal is, there's a certain presence about Bale that just feels mysterious that I think that's what Pattinson got. When you look at this dude, he has this mysterious air about him, son. You wonder what's going on in his head. Like, what's up with you, nigga? So and he got this intensity about him in some of these roles. Like, it's in the eyes, and I'm like, I see you, dog. I see you.
I think this would be a great opportunity for him. I once again, I didn't think I would say this, but in this regard, I definitely agree with trust the director. The writers. This is Matt Reeves, who I think knows what the fuck he's doing, most definitely. So he was able to seamlessly take over something where motherfuckers didn't even realize he didn't direct the whole thing. He just directed 2 of them. But you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like he's got a great eye. I was trying. I gave you that. I don't even like that was a terrible try. Yeah, I was trying not to, but that was a terrible try.
The first one was good. It was good.
Yeah, sure.
Good. The other 2 were great.
They were. You
That's
know
all.
what, man?
That's all.
I wish I had somebody better than James Franco to hold up my flag with, but I really don't. No. I would have took if Jason Clarke was in the first one and James Franco was in the second one, I would be like, yeah, but you like the one with James Franco in it.
But James Franco,
because he's in mine, I can't make that joke.
You can't shit it. You gotta take that.
I gotta take it.
But dude, I'm gonna diffuse it. James ain't a bad actor though.
He's not. I just would have gave you shit for it because I like giving James Franco shit.
I like giving James Franco shit when he's the straight man with no quirks at all, because he's great at quirky characters. Whether you know what I mean, but when he's like in Planet Apes, he was the straight man. And yes, you can do dramatic, you can act like even in the Spider-Man universe, he was Harry Osborn. He played him straight.
Yeah,
but. My most like characters of him aren't when he's being serious.
They aren't? Okay.
Even in when he's being.
I enjoyed him in that one though. I give him shit, but I did enjoy him.
He was cool, but what I'm saying is okay. Like there's a movie he just was in. I didn't watch the whole thing because it was on TV somewhere, and I think he was nominated recently for that. And he's playing this quirky guy, and it's a drama, but there's little isms to the character that made him enjoyable to watch. I'm more than sure in The Deuce, which he's starring in right now, he's most likely, you know what I mean, I like when he can put his charisma on and doesn't have to bury it. Maybe that's what it is. I
enjoy him more often than not. He does have his misses, but then again, he's bad. I think he's bad when the whole movie is bad. He's typically good if the movie's good. Like I don't know the thing.
He can't save a movie. Some people can save a movie.
He cannot save a movie. I don't know. I just keep going back to Pineapple Express.
You don't like Pineapple Express?
Oh no, I don't.
Oh, I love Pineapple Express.
Do you really?
Yeah, I haven't seen it in some years. Why not? It's great.
It's not.
No. You think Street Kings is a classic, so
I do. I am. Yeah, you know what?
You did like Black Dynamite. Taste. You have questionable taste.
Wait a minute. I love Black Dynamite. Now, yeah.
Anyone listening, dude, I really want you guys.
I was extremely high when I saw it the first time. That shouldn't count.
I want you guys to let us know. Are you fans of Pineapple Express.
Yeah, I
Hit us
would
up
love
at
to know.
reviewingdat@gmail.com. Well, we always say you refer it, we review it.
Yeah, and tell us why you like it.
Yeah, I mean, I think this was funny, though.
I just watched it recently, and I'm just like, so the first time I watched it, never smoked before. And then I thought, well, now that this is sort of a part of my life, let's watch it while doing it. I mean, that's only right? You know? I mean, yeah, come on. Huh? And I watch it, and I'm just like, oh, yeah, this is still not good. This is still kind of, I don't know, I kind of accepted it, I guess, a little bit more, but I was just still like, nah, go with your first thought. This isn't a sober movie.
No,
this
it's not.
is a high movie.
It's a high movie.
And
the annals of high movies is pretty damn good.
I liked Your Highness more than I liked
I don't know what that is.
Pineapple Express. Oh, really?
Mm-mm.
That's the Danny McBride, like, Dungeons and Dragons movie where he's, like, James Franco's younger brother, and he's, like, got a crush on Natalie Portman. And
I have a crush on Natalie Portman as well.
Yeah, I mean, well,
she's
who
freaking
doesn't?
gorgeous.
But
no,
true.
no.
No? Really?
Never seen it.
Oh, wow.
Probably one of those ones I had no interest in, but since you're mentioning
Probably
it.
no, true. No, I didn't. I went to the theater.
Pineapple Express made money. That was a good movie. But we're speaking to people emailing us, and I forgot that we got an email, from the homie
Yay!
Peanut. The homie Peanut
Peanut
sent us in an email. He said, "What's good, FWB fam? I listened to your review of episode 5. I wanted to offer some of my thoughts on one of my favorite characters on the show. I guess it's gonna lead us into our review, ain't it?
Okay,
That's
that'll
what we're
work.
gonna do.
Cool.
Cersei. Firstly, I love how throughout the entire show, they've built Cersei up to be this unscrupulous and brilliantly malicious villain that was always, like you, okay, Mr. Vocabulary, motherfucker, I see you, Peanut. Unscrupulous, shut up, and brilliantly malicious villain that was always in the mix outside the Night King. She was cold, calculated, and ruthless at all turns. Even in her few vulnerable moments, you knew she was going to make a comeback, and whoever had wronged her was going to feel her vengeful wrath. Then episode 5 happened. She was so naive, which is the one thing she never was through the rest of the damn show. First, she believed the Lannister army would fight harder than any sellsword because at the time the Golden Company from Essos was being torched by Drogon. Then, she believed the Red Keep would not fall after Qyburn had told her all the Scorpions, the Iron Fleet, and the Lannister army were smoldering and the Unsullies were inside the castle walls. It wasn't until the Keep began to fall that we see Cersei appear fragile for the first time. We've seen her enraged. We've seen her conniving. We've even seen her embarrassed and humiliated during her walk of atonement for the self. Shame. But never have we seen her afraid. The tear falling, her gasping and shrieking as rocks fall around her. Then her shining twin in armor appears to quell her pain. She died afraid for her life.
But buddy.
Yeah, that has too many elements to it.
Yep.
Too many layers.
Yep.
She died afraid for her life and defeated in her reign. Cersei was a beautiful character, ended with a beautiful death. Overall, I thought he was about to complain.
Yeah, I know. I'm like,
maybe I'm even reading this wrong. I set us up. I thought he was about to say,
I thought he was about to shit on it too.
He did. He said, no, nigga, it was poetic. Because I was about to say the same shit, my nigga. Like, to me, like, the people that wanted a more gruesome death, I feel you.
I did. Yeah, I wanted it.
But when I'm taking a ride, like you just broke down, son, we saw an arc. What you saw, my nigga, was denial. That motherfucker was in denial because that's all she had left to grasp onto, even when she losing. Because the thing about Cersei is she care about her image. She care about whoop-de-woo. Like, this has been her dream, really. She's been trying to live through her children, but she wanted to be queen. So she talked all this cash.
She got to be queen.
She talked all that cash money shit. She knows she fucked up Miss Sunday. And even when everything going down to these niggas is watching me, to my quiet Qyburn nigga, guess what? I'm gonna hold up the face. We still gonna beat him. Yeah, that's my niggas looking like barbecue.
Oh, yeah, we got him. We got him. It's still good.
They gonna pick themselves up and
no, all we need is one shot. She
flying around on the
Madam, your Majesty, there are no more scorpions.
One shot.
Just one shot.
Madam, there are no more shots.
There are
no more shots can be taken.
She's destroyed them all.
Every shot is gone. Even in the nursery, she blew up the hospital. There's not one shot left. What can we do? And she's like, no, we'll figure it out. No, you won't.
Never fallen. The Red Keep has never fallen.
Bitch, that motherfucker falling right now while you in it.
It is falling with you inside of it.
And guess what? I'm going to be Brandon Wark some information to your ass. You're going to be under this bitch when it's all said and done.
Majesty, it is not safe in here anymore.
Oh my God, I love that scene. It's hilarity. Game of Thrones is a whole nother show when you watch it for comedy though.
I mean, you know what? I I was gonna
It's all, folks.
I'm sorry. No, I was gonna say that I feel like I'm thinking of I got Eric Observer in my head talking about it. Anyway, I got a huge erection when she sort of like decided to when everything started to fall down for her. Like, I love that moment. I mean, granted, I did want blood and guts. I thought her dying with her one true love, or butt buddy, if you will, was cool. But yeah, I wanted a little more. But I still was satisfied for the most part with what I got. Looking back on it, I mean, I got to see her dead body in this current episode, so I'm like, okay, well, ain't no coming back from that shit. So I'm cool. It happened.
I was surprised at all the people that really thought she wasn't dead.
Oh, I kind of left it open for a little bit, and then when I saw that David Benioff and Weiss had directed, I'm like, oh shit, they might try to.
How in the world would she have survived that though, Marty? I don't see any way possible.
I don't know, but I'm
nigga, y'all just holding out.
Control.
Y'all just holding out all the goddamn hope on that.
I did. I was like, yeah.
I didn't understand it at all.
Well, when they showed the dead body, I was like, yeah, they did that for me.
Exactly.
They did that for me.
But let me finish the email.
I'm sorry.
He said, overall, I really enjoyed this season. It could have benefited from a long season because there were some things that would have added great nuance to the show. For example, how much time actually passed between Jon and Bran telling Sansa and Arya the truth about Jon? Was it an hour, a day, a few moments? Did she facilitate on it, or did she what's this word?
What are we looking
With a V. Did she? She got me. I'm usually pretty damn good with my vocab. I'm hoping.
I don't know.
Hoping I'm not stupid and it's a typo, but my dog got vocabulary, so he's making me have to look this up. Okay, let me see. It's VAC.
Really? We gonna right now.
It's a real word, my nigga. Let's see what it is. Verb, alternate or waver between different opinions or actions to be indecisive. Motherfucker, why do you just say be indecisive?
You know what,
man?
You
know what? No, you know what?
You.
Say the words you want to say, my fucking brilliant black brother.
At the bottom of all your emails from now on, put your SAT scores. Like, don't let this go to waste.
Oh my God, play it for me.
Show them what's up.
How do we say this?
Vacillate.
Vacillate.
Oh,
that I wasn't gonna say it right.
Say it again, Google.
Vacillate.
Thank you, dog.
It sound kind of nasty.
I know.
To vacillate. I feel like did she vacillate on it? That's what he just
said. These words is dirty.
Peanut, I want to know if she vacillated on that bitch too.
I would like to know as well.
Yeah, we go vacillate on that.
Inquiring minds would like to know.
Nigga, vacillate. Did she vacillate
That's
on
gonna
it?
be the word of the day. Everybody take a drink every time.
Every time we say vacillate, I'm gonna vacillate on a lot of shit watching this episode, guys. Y'all, just so y'all know, we got a lot of vacillation happening.
We're like the goddamn, we're like Pee-wee's Playhouse. Vacillate! He said the word.
Yes, nigga.
No, and if we have any special guests that come in, y'all don't forget to make them say the word vacillate.
In my house, it's not entirely impossible to get back at the door.
I know, yeah.
So
you never know.
Oh, did she vacillate on it? Did she immediately hatch an insidious plot to tell Euron or Daenerys plans to go back to Dragonstone? On what? On the whole deal of Sansa. Okay, gotcha. That would have given us a lot more suspense. All in all, problems and all, this was a decent ending to an amazing show. Keep putting out the content and grinding for the culture. Peanut. P.S. I have another suggestion for you after y'all do In Time. We're taking so long to get to In Time. I know, son.
I feel you was gonna bring that up. I was like, you know what? I did find a stream of it, so I'm ready to do it whenever you are.
And he's asking specifically. He said, "I'm not going to give away what my idea is just yet, but I will say, I hope that the Black Actopedia can join in on this one because it's a musical. He about to toss us some music.
Oh no! Don't say Rent. Don't say Rent.
Don't you not like musicals?
I do like music. I like Dreamgirls, but there are very few that I really like. Yeah.
Oh, so you don't like musicals?
I guess not really.
Okay, cool.
There's only like a handful of them.
I don't like the ones that got talking in between. If it's a full blown, I'm done. Now, movie's not gonna have a full blown in this day and age, but I don't know which one he'll pick. But I love The Wiz. I love Dreamgirls.
You ever seen Les Mis?
Nope, no interest.
What was the other one? Rent.
No interest. Never saw that classic, guys. Here's the thing about bats. Never seen it. No interest.
Yeah.
Somebody gets AIDS. I mean, after I saw freaking Worst of America World Police, dog, it ruined me. Even I can't take it seriously because if somebody say they got AIDS, I'm gonna sing the songs. Everybody has AIDS. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
AIDS.
That's pretty much that.
AIDS.
Like the funny thing about that song is that it's making fun of something like
That you're
serious,
not supposed to. I know,
right?
I know,
but
man.
it's also not lying. It's also like that's the trippy part about it. Like you can be mad at it, but it's also not lying. But Rent is one of the notorious ones for me that I feel like I've sat through. Maybe only twice, but that was like a time and a half too many.
Yeah.
And it just keeps going on and on. Just when you think that there's not a song that they can't come up with, God damn it, they just go into a fucking restaurant and just start jumping on the tables and singing about some shit that nobody has no idea what the fuck is going on. It's just, I don't know, man. But I hate that one with the passion. Love Dream Girls.
He said don't bring it. He said don't bring it.
Yeah. I didn't even think of The Wiz. I mean, and that's definitely a classic in my book. So, love The Wiz as well. You can't win because you can't break even. You can't get out of the game. You can't win, child. I'm not against musicals. But they gotta. Have you ever seen this? Okay, so there's another good one. You ever seen Rock of Ages?
Nope.
That's kind of, I hear, terrible, but I had a good time watching it.
What's it about?
It's about this like it's about this like it's a bunch of different stories going on here, but basically some kids go to LA to try to become rock stars and stuff like that, and it's about their ascension into stardom. And they get started at this club where this, I guess dying rock star or failing, I guess, on his way out rock star or whatever, is there, played by Tom Cruise. And one of the kids who's coming up can write, and one of them can sing, and they fall in love, and then there's the whole groupies and people showing the girl attention, so now the guy's jealous and da da da. It's just anyway.
Peanut, whatever your music is, please make it a good one, because it's gonna be a very interesting show. It sounds like if you pick a certain one and just because
I only might
about it.
He'll be about it, whatever.
It.
But if it's Les Mis or Rent, I will personally delete that email. I will intercept it and make sure it doesn't happen. Just saying.
Well, thanks, Peanut, for sending it.
Yeah, but thank you, Peanut.
Like we always say is, hit us up at reviewingdat@gmail.com. Mm-hmm. You refer it, we review it, and it bees like that. And if it's whatever it is, we're gonna watch it. It's just that is what it is. We're gonna just take a special day out this week to just do in time, son. Because it seems like now the summer months are happening, dog. There's so much. We got Aladdin coming up. We got we just got we got Spider-Man coming up. We got a big summer schedule. But let's get into this last episode, the series. You heard that right, the series finale of Game of Thrones. How'd you like it? This one was called the Iron Throne.
Was that what this one was called? The
Iron Throne.
Yeah.
Vacillate on that bitch.
Take another drink, everybody. I thought it was a rightful ending. I was satisfied with it. At the end of the day, a lot of stuff. Like I was saying when Devin was here, I felt like everything was expedited. We got an abbreviated version of everything for whatever reason, and I felt like it would have been cool to watch this stuff play out over maybe the course of maybe 3 or 4 more episodes. I thought that would have, been just fine. But, given what we got, it had to happen the way it happened because that was the time they had to tell the story. And because of that, I have to accept a lot of things. And overall, I'm not upset about them. And they did sort of play out, I think, in their natural course. I just feel like it would have, been cooler to digest over the course of a couple more things.
So you loved it.
Did I love it?
That's
is that love it? Does that sound like I love it?
Sounds like you loved it.
I don't know. I feel like it's too early to say I loved it. I thought she was cool. I call her again for another date, but I don't think I love her. I don't know. No, but I felt satisfied. More satisfied than I felt really most of a lot of this season. There was a couple misses here and there, but I felt like in terms of an ending, they gave it to me. Mm-hmm. I have a couple questions about how certain people ended up in a couple places, or at least one person in particular. But beyond that, I got what I wanted. All the people I wanted to die died, and the people I didn't want to die didn't. So I mean, what more can you ask for, right? How did you feel about it?
Well, okay, the last episode when Danny fried up the world, I remember you weren't feeling the episode that much at first, and I loved it.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
So now this time I'm going to say the exact opposite of what you said.
Oh wow!
Really? Was not satisfied.
Really?
Watching the second one, like I said to D-Mac at the top of this episode, it was easier to digest the second go round than watching it live. Now, I wasn't as angry and upset and pissed off and thought it was trash. No, that's not what it was for me. It was just, I've been calling it. What I always said, man, like every season, their penultimate episode is the big explosion of whether it's emotions or a fight or what have you. And then the last episode is usually something happens, but more of a calm down, we're setting you up for the next. So I didn't go into the series finale expecting like this, oh my God, you know what I mean? Everything's going to explode. We're going to see dragon on, well, there's no more other dragons on. Well, we're going to see flames galore. We're going to see Danny ride a dragon as she roll up on Jon and just burst him on fires while Grey Worm sucks his dick. And we're going to cut off heads in the honor of Missandei. And we're going to just have a whole pinata situation. And nah, nigga, I wasn't thinking all that was going to happen. But there's certain key things, not key, but there's certain things that this is me accepting that I put expectations on the show that I shouldn't have to a degree. What I often say to other people, like, man, it's not about the show that you want, it's the show that they gave us. Well, the show that I wanted would have given me a few little payoffs that this last episode didn't give me, which is why I understand people's frustrations, because when it's the end, and a lot of people don't want it to end. Once the end, if you want a payoff, if there's another question or if there's whatever, you're never going to ever get it. It's just done. It's like everything else is left to your imagination, and even some shows leaving things to your imagination and set you up in a specific imagination that seems pretty cool. But this one don't send you into too many imaginations of me thinking about what happens next for them that will assuage my other things that I wish would have happened in this episode, dog. And I think, that's where I'm at with it. Where it was on the rewatch, I'm gonna be cool. On a live watch, I was disappointed. Feel me? Fair enough. So
that's interesting. Because I don't know. The disappointment wasn't the feeling. I definitely, I had to watch it sort of in halves too. I had to watch sort of the first half up until the point where when Danny dies, and then I had to come back and watch that second part like much later. And I started to doze off, and I had questions like, oh man, how did this and that happen? And then when I come back to watch it, it's like, oh, there was no real answer there. I really didn't doze off for very long. I only dozed off for a second, apparently.
And this is the thing that I've been saying.
What?
See, a lot of people say, this don't make sense. It was trash. No. What I'm going to say is this. This ending made sense.
Yeah.
But it didn't make the sense that I wanted it to make.
Feel me? Yeah, I mean, that's a way of saying it. Yeah, no, it's agreed.
Because it made
it's
sense. It's
not what we wanted, no.
Because where everyone ended, and some people accusing of having too happy of a fairy tale ending. And I'm like, I hear you saying that. I hear you saying a lot of people got what they wanted, but if it's a fairy tale ending, it ain't a fairy tale for the fans.
That's not really this is an ending. I don't know if this is a lot of people, by the end, I don't think it's their idea of a fairy tale ending, but you know, it is nicer than most. I wouldn't call it a fairy tale though.
I mean,
nobody's position.
I mean, well, no, they got a couple people that's in a good position.
Except, I mean, besides Bronn, I mean,
and Sansa,
and Sansa,
and Arya,
Sansa, and Arya,
and some people think John got just what he wanted.
John,
some
he
people
he did though.
So,
but
now
how?
But
how?
Dude, I didn't want it to end like that, dog. And
how did that happen?
When I say that, it's like, let's just hit the button on the show.
Yeah, that's all right. You're right.
We start an episode. It start off with Tyrion and all the soot from all the fire, and he's just looking at all the damage that he was hoping to prevent on his hometown. Tyrion is the reason for his entire family being dead, and you can see everything weighing on him as he look at him being also the reason for his town. Well, part of the reason why his hometown's done. Imagine getting New Orleans burnt down because of you and your brother and your sister. You killed your pa with your own bare hand, with your, on your own. And when you came in this world, you took out your mama. Tyrion is not a happy Lannister, dog. I would not want to be in this man's mental facility right now. And I love the way this episode started off. It felt just the right amount of just mourning and tone, and like the leaving a look with the blue. And bruh, for this episode alone, this shot with this motherfucker filleted half on with blood and burnt up walking past him, that's a crazy shot. But Peter Dinklage needs an episode, if not an episode, an award, if not for this episode alone. The last two have been amazing showings for that actor, dog. He got to put that on the Emmy block.
Yeah, no, this whole shot is super, super impactful, man. And he carries it because it's pretty much on his shoulders, and we're looking at all the aftermath and everything.
People crying,
yeah,
or a person crying, because that's the thing. They're being very strategic to show us a person there,
right?
A person there, not like groups of people.
Yeah, no. I felt like they invested a lot of real estate in the beginning, though, to make us sort of see the devastation that Dany had done. Like this is what she left behind. This is all shit that she did, and this is after they fucking surrendered. They don't want to let us forget that. I feel like they are encouraging us. If we're not already there, if people hadn't already turned their back on Dany for what she had done, now they're like reinforcing the fact that, man, nah, she's got to go.
And we got, John looking like, John was so frustrated in this entire episode. But we got John looking like, and we got Davos, and Davos know niggas ain't shit, but he can't really say nothing because he can't fight. He been said, I ain't got no hands. Even later, he like, he trying to be the nigga keeping the peace, but Davos is just like, I'm just riding with the niggas I'm riding with.
Right.
I ain't got no word. I'm chilling right now, son. And, Tyrion, then they walk up on one of the worst moments of last episode when you see the girl and her mother scorched together as one.
I mean, like, how many times?
We gonna milk the emotion out of that.
Save that one. Save that
one.
Oh, no. We need it for the next episode.
We're keeping this. We might put it in the credits.
Yeah, Oh, yeah.
Disturb you, nigga. But
it was impactful. It worked. Like this whole slow build up to like, oh shit,
him walking to the inevitable.
Yeah, it's like it.
Oh, you talking about Dany? I'm talking about
Dany.
Tyrion.
The aftermath, and because then we kind of go into another scene before he actually
gets to the inevitable. But just when you get to Tyrion,
you know where that's going, right?
But that suspense, you like, dude, and you sent your brother here to go save her. Your brother still be alive if you didn't let him go. He got so much weighing on him, son.
Yeah,
Jaime would still be alive, yo.
Do you want Jaime alive with her dead?
I mean,
he's technically dead.
I mean, no. He's technically dead because Daniel's gonna most likely murder him.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
I mean, yeah.
If a nigga's alive, there's hope. And I would rather, he tried to escape, he got caught, and that's the consequences. Then I said, here, go to your love. True. And then you go there and get murdered because you have faith in that Queen Dinklage, Tyrion. You have faith that she wouldn't burn everything to the goddamn ground.
And they would have gotten out had she not had. I don't know. Maybe they wouldn't have gotten out because then again,
there's no way.
Dany
just was like, I'm on one. You hear me? They're not gonna be using my mercy against me. You dig? And we got John walking up on Grey Worm, who's on the ultimate pill right now. He ready for whatever action. And for whatever reason, I felt like that's one of the things they let me down on, son. They slightly build to Grey Worm versus John and never gave us Grey Worm versus John. Now, yes.
Yeah, I thought for sure that was going to be the next battle.
Now, yes. Grey Worm would most likely wash John. Grey Worm been getting trained to be a freaking soldier since forever. And that's probably why we never got Grey Worm versus John, because the writers were like, well, we want John to win, but we want Grey Worm to win too. And there's no clean way to write this for John to win without a backlash. Well, bitches, you're getting all the backlash. At least give us the fight, dog. At least you can have Danny break them up with Drogon for all I care. But I thought that when your boy looked at, when Grey Worm looked at him fighting for the other people, I'm like, oh, okay, that's where we going. And all we got was a showdown like it's wrestling with no main event. We got the face-to-face. It was like Austin and Rock just looking at each other.
I'm throwing a red flag.
What's up, son? What's your
Did you just say that Grey Worm will wash John?
Yeah, he will wash John.
I mean...
Sorry. He would wash him, son.
Really?
Yeah. They're trained killers from when they're babies. John...
He's got stabbed by one of those,
Nah, son.
God damn it, what are those stupid people with the mask on at that island?
Every time I seen Grey Worm in battle, son, that nigga be in battle. It take multiple niggas to get to him. John's a beast. I'm not saying John not a beast, dog, but Grey Worm will wash John, son.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
Grey
dog.
Worm
will wash John.
He would not.
So you think John will win that battle?
That man done lost a step.
Nah, son. No.
Son.
If anything, you want to fight Grey Worm after Missandei's dead? I don't.
Oh no, I ain't fighting.
John, nigga.
I ain't fighting.
John done lost the step. You want to see who lost the step? This whole episode is him on his lost step. But she's my queen. Nigga, like she didn't murder billions, but it's my queen. Nigga, he didn't give a fuck. Oh, see, I can't wait to get that conversation. Fuck it. He didn't give a fuck to nigga said, what about your sister though? Him? Yeah. Tyrion said she murdered millions. That sucks, but that's my queen. Yeah, now what about your sister?
What about your sister?
Come on, son.
You see your sister bending the knee?
John lost a step, son.
You're like, oh.
Impassioned mourning Grey Worm is ready to murk. And I'm like, dog, you can't even give me a true straight answer as to why later in this episode, when the shit goes down, when the shit goes down, why he ain't been murked John? When they talking later that John a POW, I'm like, wait, Grey Worm, did you find him? You must have didn't find him. Because I feel like if you found this nigga, I don't give a fuck.
That would have been the battle right there. That's why I thought it was going to come, bruh. We're not there yet. There's no fucking way, man. There's like, when it comes down to him or death, John is always the victor.
I'm sorry. Not against Grey Worm.
Always.
Not against Grey Worm, son.
Man.
I'm sorry.
Like,
Grey Worm got him, son.
Fuck Grey Worm. And it's like fucking heartbroken ass. Fucking playing Sade music when he's not out there slicing throats.
Marty, you forgetting that Grey Worm grew up a slave. Nigga. He grew up a slave, Marty. Where did John grow up? Pretty damn good.
Oh my God.
You talking about this privileged white man fucking this nigga who been fighting? He was a slave. He been murdering.
I always bet on black, man.
It'll be a good fight. It'll be a good fight, son.
In this situation.
It'll be a great fight, son. But guess what? Them writers knew that that's right themselves in the corner because they can't pick the right one. Because on paper, John, he ain't fucking with Grey Worm, son. This nigga didn't been to wars. Just like John had been to wars, and Grey Worm is out here. He's a general. John just out here.
Oh man, John is general. What is John doing? What is
you right? John been a leader,
like
dog.
General
anyway, son, in the street, dog. Grey Worm said, "Try me." The Unsullied said, "You ain't fucking with us." The Northmen pulled out their swords. I wanted to laugh because I'm like, them Unsullied gonna kill y'all in these streets like Jamie ran up on your dad.
They got like fucking 40 of them, and they got like 10 people.
There's always gonna be 40, dog. I don't know what cheat code Danny got, but she knows some respawn to get Unsullied and Dothraki. She got the respawn code because when we get to the scene where she coming like Hitler, my nigga, I'm like, where did all these Dothraki come from?
Yeah,
where did all these Unsullied come from? She got the code. Up, down, left, right, nigga, select, start, bitch. That's what she got. But anyway,
couldn't bring herself back though.
We got to stare down with John and Grey Worm because he don't appreciate that Grey Worm is murdering these men after they're just soldiers, dog. They're not trying to fight. They're trying to surrender. And they have. And they're completely on their knees. And he said, man, Queen said, murk all these niggas. And John like, bro, you ain't got to murk all these niggas. They on their knees. Nigga, throw them, they're prisoners. And he like, nope. Because remember, we got to remember
all
this.
All her enemies out there.
Grey Worm feel like all these niggas killed Missandei. That's how he feel.
That is, man. I'm like, go into the fire, man, and find the fucking mountains like fucking zombie ass body, because I'm sure it's still kicking, and we'll have a little fun there. But this is This wasn't necessary, bro.
It was unnecessary, but once again, dog, we on the heel turn, son. Because that's the thing, dog. While Danny's heel turn would have definitely benefited from more build up, no matter when you killed Missandei in this series, that was gonna be Grey Worm's reaction.
Yeah.
They don't need no more explanation for his character, dog. Beyond that, last time we see they together, they holding hands, smiling at each other. Think Nath about to be a thing, and then she lost a knot to her whole body as a continent, as a world. But anyway, yeah, he murks the motherfuckers, and John walks away, with the baby face, with the pouty face. That's all we see a lot of this episode. John with the pouty face. Pouty face, John. I'm so because I love my auntie like I shouldn't. That's gotta be my fault.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't take it very well. He didn't take that very well. But yeah, and then the rest of it is Tyrion walking around with his sad discovery face.
See, apparently he got some kind of compass that's just leading him to the right place to find his dead ass siblings.
Well, remember he gave him specific directions on where to go exactly. So I mean, I guess he's retracing those steps to see if that was even possible for them to make it out of there.
I understand him getting into the general vicinity pretty damn easily. But what I'm saying is, dog, all that shit went down, and you was able to find them bodies pretty damn quickly to me. But I understand this show.
Oh yeah, this show.
But
to be honest with you, I felt like they took a good amount of time for him to find it. Like this is a whole thing of us just watching him walk around and look at the rubble and shit.
No, we took a good amount of time to watch him get to the spot. I'm saying we didn't take no time for him to find the bodies, which I feel like was the hardest thing. He know where he's going.
I mean,
But the deal is building the suspense, and two, the fact of the matter of he knows what he's about to find. He is in no rush. And I think that's what they were trying to encompass in showing us step by step, room by room.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Discovering this shit in real time.
They played the long way with this because even though he's looking, he probably got that tiny hope that he's wrong. That is the inevitable.
Yeah,
That's like knowing, it's like when the teacher told you when you was little, your parents picked up the report card and you know you got a bad grade before you could get it to them, or you got the freaking, or when you in kindergarten, you got the frowny face sticker that you got to show your mom because you've been bad, you dig, and you know you about to get it.
Sticker today.
Oh, that's the inevitable. He knows the inevitable, dog. But I'm going to say this. Dinklage's acting in this scene when he finds his brother and his sister is so amazing that not only do you feel pity for both Jaime and Cersei just off of his reaction to his family members, but you forget that these motherfuckers should be way more fucked up. The body should rocks upon rocks upon bricks upon bricks fell on top of him.
It's like
blood and splatter and brains should be all he should have found was that goddamn golden hand.
He should have.
And a bunch of blood and nasty shit.
We need for the audience, the older folks, to recognize the actors, so we can't bruise them too.
I got and they also got to get paid for this episode,
right? So,
but I'm like, where the blood? Y'all got blood everywhere else. Where the smashing, they like lightly bruised with a little baby powder, dog. And I'm thinking, nah, nigga,
that's too pretty of a death.
That's too pretty. And I think that would have been appeased some of the Cersei people that if they would have seen her a fucking splattered mess of they're like, oh, okay, that's pretty fucked up.
I've been like, oh, okay, well, damn, I didn't know it was gonna look like that.
Because a lot of people are downplaying the fact that it's a pretty screwed up death to have a castle fall on top of you, nigga.
I mean,
but I feel
under rubble, that
nigga.
Shit,
I almost would rather be shot. I feel like I got more time. No, you are splattered. But they didn't splatter her. But once again, Dinklage was so amazing in this scene, I didn't mind it. It was cool. It was cool.
Yeah, that I get that, but I guess I kind of accepted that, but
and they want to get the shot, man. The shot too.
Yeah,
it's a pretty shot.
He works. He carries it. Like I believe him in this. So and you're just kind of going with him at this point. For me, I'm just like
they more dirty than they bloody.
They are, but I was just. Like, I just need to see him not breathing. I honestly didn't care what their condition was.
I got you, dog. But
I didn't care what their condition was.
He just pulled rocks off of their faces.
Yeah.
And them bitches ain't splattered. It just got little streak like how we was so let down on Punisher with Jigsaw. Nigga, you mad because your face look like that? Jinx, you can still get pussy with this scarred face. You ain't even got...
yeah. Okay, I'm thinking of the movie Jinx.
No, I'm sorry. On Punisher season 2.
Show,
when we finally see your boy, man.
I'm
we like...
you still fucking, bro. You pulling the fucking therapist.
Right, you hit a whole new exotic looking chick.
I mean, yeah, like, what is you, like catnip for them or something?
Come on.
I mean, geez,
come on, man. Whatever,
This dude must have a fucking stipulation in his contract.
I gotta look like slightly pretty at all times.
I gotta look slightly pretty
at all times.
And I have to have, a woman of color.
Yeah, right.
I
got a thing.
I got a thing.
Once you go, you never go.
You never go back.
So, so then we get this shot of, we see John approaching. He's going through the Dothraki. He's approaching the freaking Heil Hitler monument as he's trying to go find Dany because he's just so disgusted by what he sees now of her. And we also have Arya without the white horse. What the fuck? And was the point of the white horse?
Apparently she left it outside the gates.
Okay, maybe this is another day most likely. So she rode it home and then now she's back. But still at the same time, and I like that they both look like Ned. They both got the Ned freaking hairdo, as I always say. But everyone thought, well, not everyone, but a lot of people.
He's got the Ned walk.
Yeah. But a lot of people was feeling like the white horse was like, the metaphor for death. And she really didn't do anything in this episode aside from tell John something obvious and make one of the most boss freaking threats at Yara. Beyond that, she was kind of low key. It's like, I think Arya's character on this show peaked at the Night King kill.
Yeah, that was pretty much what she came to do. And after that, they just there wasn't much for her to do after that.
I mean, they could have given her other things to do. You know what I mean? She could have.
Yeah, she could have been more involved in this, definitely.
But nah, the most she had to do was tell John later, "I know a killer when I see one." You think she's a killer, Arya?
Wow, how did you come to that conclusion exactly?
Like,
was it all of the dead, or was it just a specific few? I just.
Well, he paused. Best shot in the episode when Dany walk up. And Drogon wings come on the side of her. Oh!
I was kind of like, well,
nice.
If she gonna look that badass,
nice.
Maybe we don't have to.
And she found someone else to braid her. And she found someone else to braid her hair besides Missandei because he came with the cornrows with the braided up white girl antics. And I'm like, who braiding you up right now? I know Missandei was doing it before.
Missandei showed her how to do it by herself.
Oh.
She showed her the black, like, just in case I am never here.
You can braid your own.
You can braid your own.
When
you free me, once the Great War is over and I go home, you have to do this shit yourself, bitch. So let me show you how to do it.
It was so funny. It was so funny as John walked up to go, be in the right position. How great when I'm looking at him, like, oh, you about to come snitch to the teacher, huh? You about to come snitch? I'm right here. I'm looking at you, nigga. I'm ready for you, nigga. I'm ready. And once again, they built all this suspense between John and damn Grey Worm.
It's just, I mean, second viewing, you just kind of give up on it.
You accept it, of course. You accept it.
But no. But that first viewing, though, you're just kind of like,
what?
Who's going to win, man?
Right.
I wonder who's going to win. My money's on John, of course, but we know where your money lies.
You know what I mean? We could have got him.
But I'm like, it would have been nice. It would have been nice.
Something unexpected. I'm saying, like,
don't let us speculate. Give it to us,
dude. No, they have so many moments to what we gonna get to. But we gonna get to that. Gonna be drink every time we say we gonna get to that because it's so hard not to get ahead of yourself on this episode because there's just so much to talk about.
Yeah,
but like
we're
vacillating everywhere, baby. Vacillate me, baby. Facilitate, baby. I can't get it. But sprinkle me, baby.
One of those words.
But anyway, she appoints Grey Worm to be the highest war nigga ever. And she gives this whole speech that becomes, and what's funny is this, people are like, oh my God, that speech was her evil world domination speech. That speech, she delivered that speech like every other speech she ever delivered. Honestly. But it's just the things that she's talking about. And the way she's,
did she?
Yeah, does she do these impassioned speeches?
About liberating places that
no. That's what I'm getting to. Okay. The words are what's different, but the way she's presenting it, she's not seeming any more or less how that's her speech face. That's her speech voice. And now she's just saying we about to go liberate places that don't need liberation. We gonna just liberate them because I want to own all of them.
So
I want them all. Brand new socks and drawers. And I'm flaming every time I come to talk to y'all.
So remember when I first called all of you together and I said, hey,
Yeah.
we're going to go and we're going to get the Iron Throne. And then we will be free.
No, stop. Start here. We're going to just liberate slaves.
Oh, yeah.
That's
first,
what it was.
Yeah, First, remember when I first came to you? The very first time. And we said we gonna go liberate all the slaves, like Slavers Bay. And
just the slaves.
Just all the slaves.
The slaves.
And then we said we was gonna get rid of these fucking slaves.
Yeah.
And then we'll be free.
Yeah.
Yeah, then remember I came to y'all a second time and said, okay, then if we go get this
Night King.
this throne
No,
first.
the throne first. Yeah.
And then it's like, then it will be free. And they're like, yeah.
Oh,
Like,
well,
wait a minute. I just found out they got dead people coming.
Coming fast.
So remember when I said the Great War would be the last war?
It's two of them.
There's two of them now. So now we're going to fight the dead people.
Two great ones.
And then we're going to fight the King's Landing people.
Uh-huh.
And then we'll be free.
But guess what?
Remember when I said, so now that King's Landing is done and the dead people are dead. Remember when I had said we'd be free and we'd be done?
I did
and the Great War be the last war?
Mm-hmm. But because
I got like 6 more wars in mind.
And I did most of the work in that last one anyway. So
y'all owe me a war.
Y'all owe me a
At
motherfucking
least
war.
a war and a half.
At
man.
least one.
90% of the work.
Come on.
How many people did raped and pillaged? You had a good time?
You had a good time?
All right, cool. All right, then. Well, come on. We got another one to do. All right, now, so I'm going to need everybody all rested up.
And I'm looking at John when this motherfucker said we're gonna go from Winterfell to Dorne. And I'm thinking about Winterfell.
Like, this nigga don't even know what the fuck she's saying.
Winterfell ain't got no slaves. Winterfell just up there in the north chilling and shit. Nigga, like, every time we go to Winterfell, just a bunch of white people. My biggest problem with Winterfell is they racist, but you know that's part of the game. But beyond that, I mean, when they saw me out there in Grey Worm, they were like, ooh, black people. We don't know what a nigger is
what
yet.
are these?
We don't know how to say nigger yet. But
Does
we're giving you the word nigger with our eyes, and we're trying to come up with a perfect word that would say what we want. They're the ones who probably created the word nigger, the Winterfellians.
Does it come off?
The darkness?
The darkness, does it come
And
off?
you know they don't even see sun. Them niggas don't even tan in Winterfell.
Yeah, no.
They see no sun.
They
gotta go to Dorne to see darker
they
people.
Are the palest of the bunch.
No sun. Dorne is where it's popping. If we going to Westeros and we try to get some women, I'm going to Dorne. Dorne got the bad bitches.
Dorne got the
Dorne got the bad bitches. That's where I'm going.
That's what exactly.
And speaking of Dorne, dog.
And Dorne more open. Dorne.
Shouts
more open-minded.
Shouts out to Dorne the spot.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Arya, who's I guess finally dead now. You know, Cersei was keeping her alive for all that time. The worst death ever to me because she didn't even give you death. She wants you to live in the oh my god. Shouts out to Arya. Rest in peace. You can rest. You can rest now. But
I guess,
dude, it was dog. So when Cersei did that, like disturbed me, dog. I don't know her sentencing to watch her daughter. Anyway,
that was terrible.
This bitch said your hometown, John. She didn't even tell you she about to roll up on your hometown and liberate it. Burn that bitch is the fucking that's the cheat word. You know what I mean? That's the substitution. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? What's the word for it? I'm saying the wrong thing.
Dracarys?
No, not Dracarys.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm saying what is a word for another word? So that's why I hate when
synonym.
We're gonna keep moving, guys.
Right,
but
sorry.
anyway, so Tyrion has finally decided to be the realest nigga in the room, and really, Tyrion been realer than you, John. This whole thing, you still, cause we thinking John is about to go roll up and run it with her, and he decided to go get in position to be his little lappy, and then Tyrion roll up and be like, "Yo, bitch, I know you feeling yourself right now. I feel like you had a whole orgasm while you had this speech. Because when the way she looking, she's like, oh, like she's feeling that power. And then when she see him, it's like somebody walking in while you jerking off for real. She gave him that look, and then she had the nerve to be like, you freed your brother.
Oh yeah, I mean,
bitch, you just burned the whole town. After I thought you said the bells, bitch. Did you not hear the bells? You slaughtered the city. And she had the nerve to feel a way about him calling her on it.
Yeah.
My dude took off that hand.
It's a huge, it's like
nigga,
half of them probably don't even understand what the fuck he's saying. And it's like, that's all they needed. Everybody's like,
when he took off that handpin?
Yeah, and just throws it down, and like everybody slowly
Party
stops
over.
Making their noise. And
Party
shit.
over.
Like, yeah. It's
Party
like,
over, y'all. He disrespected our queen.
Like, that's a clear, sign of disrespect. And it's like, I don't know. I'm kind of like, well, shit, are we going to kill Tyrion right here and there?
I felt like Tyrion was going to die.
Yeah, I was kind of like, that's straight disrespectful to your face in front of every single one who's left.
He ain't put it in her hand.
Everybody.
He ain't just, like, drop it to the ground.
Yeah, do you
he
think...
slung that bitch.
Yeah, in front of, like, bro, you think anybody missed this meeting, this gathering? Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody saw this shit.
And I love Amelia Clark's acting to the reaction because, like, even when she says to John, the stank ass look Tyrion give John when he walk off, like, don't be a bitch, nigga. You see this shit, nigga. Be real.
Yeah, you better throw your shit down too, nigga.
See this shit, we all see this shit, we all motherfucker, what's up? But the look she gives him when he does it, and she says it later how she doesn't even want to kill Tyrion, but she got to. What that look does say. The look that she gave him was almost like one of heartbreak, like, damn, nigga, a piece of me still was gonna keep you alive. Yeah, I just want to, chastise you a bit. I feel like he really put her back against the wall by disrespecting her so publicly. There's no way that she was going to be able to stand for that if she even had mercy still left.
And I think that's what he ultimately wanted too. But that look that she sort of like gives John there. Why Arya with her fucking sneaky ass. The look that she gives John like right when after they take Tyrion away, and it's sort of like, you want some of this shit too?
Right. But that's the thing too. But it's that too, as well as seeing John. It's like, I feel like that Amelia's a beast actor, dog. Because
there are a lot of things going on.
I feel like
there.
it says exactly that. Mm-hmm. I think she's also saying, this nigga made me do it, man. You know what I mean? Look what the fuck he made me do. As well as, how dare he disrespect me. As well as, here's a nigga that don't want to love me. Like how your ex-girlfriend look at you. You know what I'm saying? When if you see you somewhere out with your new bitch, he ain't got a new bitch. She's still looking at this nigga. The first thing I see after I get disrespected by this one nigga is this other nigga. Yeah. Tired of you niggas. The only niggas I fuck with is my Unsullied.
And my dragon.
And my Rackies. And they in the back because they kind of colored. But they're not my kind of colored.
Yeah.
But it's such a weird flip to... Later, she like, oh, come on, eat my pussy. Let's go have some sex right here in the throne room. I guess that Iron Throne made her, because that disgusting look don't match up. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's
Come on, try to explain it. Okay. Come on.
I can't. I feel like ultimately she's always gonna have those feelings for John. So I mean, like, I feel like in terms of. And I know this is terrible to say. I feel like there'll be some sort of backlash there. Some Twitter could drag me. They would. But it seems like if she could get dicked down once or twice, it might calm her the fuck down, and we wouldn't have. I know that's terrible. It's
no. Online, no. You're not alone.
You know
online, a lot of people are saying that if John could just bite. But that's the thing, dog. John's Achilles heel, funny enough, in everything is his honor. He's honorable to the absolute fault. So to even though if he just played the game, you know what I mean, and just, pretending like, he could be down with that incest shit. 'Cause that's the only thing really mainly holding him up is that incest shit.
Yeah.
If he could just ride that wave.
He actually has genuine feel. Like, if he could just get past the fact that
that's
it's
the then a lot of things may not have happened, but maybe just given her temperament, maybe it's going to happen anyway, because again, we're not dealing with the cool, calm, and collected Danny, because even cool, calm, and collected Danny was about that murder, kill. I mean, even in the first season when Khal Drogo was like, nigga, we going to rape these women, we going to pillage these cities and all this shit right before her brother got murdered and he wasn't a dragon. Like, she's shown that this motherfucker's about that life. It's just killing the innocence is where everybody went left. But we gonna get to her reasoning for that. It's like the showrunners are telling us, well, this is why we should do it. But at the end of the day, this woman, again, I'm gonna keep saying, is in freaking mourning. She's not who she was. And y'all keep trying to judge her for who she was when you gotta look at who she is and the elements that made her who she is. Could we have more episodes to spell it out more? Yes. But I felt like more could have been done in this episode than me being mad at the last one. If they would have gave her more compelling things to do, even if we would have seen her go try to liberate some spot or what have you. I don't know, but I just feel like more could have been done to get me to that point of, the inevitability of what went down. But and pause. She never agreed that she would stop if they rung the bells. I'm gonna keep saying that over and over again. She never said she would stop if they rung the bells. We're not putting that on my Danny baby.
I mean, I'm gonna put that on that most definitely because
find it.
The answer. So here's the thing, though. If the answer was no, and I've rewatched it since we've had that conversation and watched it specifically with that in mind. And you know what the thing is if the answer was no, then that needed to be communicated because otherwise the answer was an affirmation.
No.
Otherwise, decline.
No. Otherwise, the answer was not answered. She gave
it was not.
She gave no answer.
Was not.
She gave no answer.
And no, that no answer was an answer.
No, it's not, nigga.
Yes, it was.
Son, there's so many consent things I could go at with you.
Okay, but then, like,
you disagreed. She did not consent. She did not consent that she was going to stop. She said neither yay nor yay nor nay.
Would you agree or disagree that there is such a thing as a non-verbal agreement?
That's what she did not give.
She did give a non-verbal agreement. Yes, she did.
She didn't even look at him.
I'm not denying she gave a verbal agreement.
No, she didn't give a verbal agreement.
No. Because she affirmed. She affirmed.
What? How?
She affirmed to Grey Worm.
No.
She did.
What did she say to Grey Worm?
She didn't say anything. Bells. Non-verbal confirmation.
No, she told Grey Worm.
Affirmed to Grey Worm.
What she told Grey Worm
he said, when the Grey Worm, just please, when they ring the bell, just tell me that you bring it down. She takes a beat, looks at Grey Worm,
and says,
affirms that.
No. That not
affirms that.
No.
They have a moment.
No.
And she affirms it.
You're assuming that they had a moment about that. What did she say? What did she say?
She didn't say anything.
Pause. That's how I know you don't know. She said, "Wait for my signal."
Oh my God.
And you'll know. Them two niggas off camera had an understanding of what was gonna go down because when she started burning up the town, what did Grey Worm do?
It's not even there though.
It's there. When she started burning up the town, what did Grey Worm do? That's when he saw what she did and he threw his motherfucking lance, dog.
There's no proof that they have.
I have more proof than you do.
No, you don't.
What happened?
No, you don't.
What did she do?
You have just as much proof as I do.
She burned the city down and then Grey Worm killed niggas. You have no proof that she was gonna be down with the bells.
No fucking way.
She didn't tell Tyrion nothing about the bells. And then she said, "I got your brother." She had all the words for everything else. No, son, that was purposely ambiguous, and I love how they played that shit, son. She did not affirm that. She did not neither confirm nor deny. She didn't confirm nor deny. She looked at Tyrion, rolled her eyes, acknowledged. You're taking her nod as Grey Worm.
That was an affirmation.
No, that's
non-verbal agreement.
No, it's acknowledgement that Grey Worm, you've been standing there for a long ass time. This is what we doing. Yo, when I tell you do some shit, only my signal. Only mine.
Alright, so in this chain of events, of, hey, Danny, please, when they ring the bell, that is the signal. Mm-hmm. Please stop attacking. Mm-hmm. Danny takes that in. Looks to Grey Worm.
Takes it and decides your mind. I don't know what the fuck
that's yours. That is your interpretation.
Look at Grey Worm.
Now that before you add on, you inferring things. These are the order of events.
If you think Danny don't buy that time? Danny don't buy that time.
Wait, in the middle.
She said okay. She was like, okay, Tyrion. Yo, she told Grey Worm what? Say, when I get there, my signal, then you do what you gotta do. She ain't say, yo, Grey Worm, on my signal.
In the middle of
she even said to Grey Worm. She didn't say, Grey Worm, the bell stop shit.
She didn't.
She said on my signal.
But he said...
She said on my signal, that's when you do shit. She didn't say nothing about stopping. She said on my signal, do shit. Nothing in that would stop anything. You gonna believe what you gonna believe?
I mean, at the end of the day, wait a minute. This nigga is inferring some mental shit.
You inferring
in the middle.
Shit.
No,
yes, you are.
I'm telling you in the course of the event.
No, you're telling me what you inferred.
So wait, time out.
You inferred that she said yes, but she never said yes.
Okay, so wait. Let me let me go back.
Wait. That nod isn't even her saying yes, because she didn't even nod at Tyrion.
Wait. Okay. So Tyrion begs her to stop when the bells ring.
Mm-hmm.
She
looks at him,
takes that information and looks at him, takes that information in, looks to Grey Worm,
who's been standing there that entire time.
Right.
Tyrion came and skipped this motherfucking line. Then she go look at him, nods at him, and says, "When you see my signal."
The line?
Dude, my nigga Grey Worm was up there.
Skipped him in line.
My nigga Grey Worm was up there talking.
To talk.
He was talking.
He was talking before.
There was running plans. And Tyrion said, "Look, I'm in this bitch. Not Grey Worm. Look, when the bells come, baby, please, Boquisha, when the bells come, Boquisha, don't kill him."
Oh my god.
She looked at that shit. She moaned it over her head. I'm not even saying she said no. You're saying she said affirmative. I said she didn't say neither yay nor nay. She looked at that boy, took that compartmentalized that in here. So I'm gonna think about that later. Look at Grey Worm. You still here, huh, my nigga? Yo, my signal means everything. I think you can almost imply fuck whatever this little nigga say. If he come run up to you about some bells, no. Whatever I decide to do, whether I decide to listen to them goddamn bells or whether I decide to burn this motherfucker down, you gonna know what to do. If I don't do one thing, you know what to do. That was where I feel like she ran that Grey Worm, leaving Tyrion just hoping. Hoping that it was gonna be like what Varys didn't tell him. Varys told him the real. He just hoping on the last of all hopes that Varys ain't right. Varys can't be right. Don't let Varys be right. Varys, you can't be right. So please don't be right. If you're right, we're fucked. And yes,
what I will give you
Spider-Man
in an argument state, she could come back and argue and say,
I say shit.
I never said that.
She ain't never said that. That's my only point.
I never said that.
She ain't say
but
shit. Because I remember.
Here's what I think she can't argue though. She can't argue that
she gave him a definitive answer.
She didn't give him a definitive answer.
She could never say that I said no. She can't ever say that I said no. But she never.
But in a moment like that, not saying no.
Is not saying no.
And that's the tricky part. Not saying no. True.
But it's neither is it saying yes, and that's the tricky part.
It's giving the person hope.
And that's why we got That's why we got to give props to these writers, because the fact that we can have a detour on the episode we're reviewing to have this freaking debate
over the last episode. Oh my god!
Because they shitting on we want more competent writers. No, they're just not writing what you want, and they are rushing it. But dude,
it's abbreviated, bro.
But the direction of that was perfect, because I can't say you're completely wrong, and you can't say I'm completely wrong because of how they played it. They played it like nicely. Whether you love the writing or not, you can't hate on acting, direction, or freaking nothing on that screen that you see that has nothing to do with story.
Yeah,
because they. Mm-hmm.
Well, so here's the thing. Like we were actually right on one of my favorite scenes that actually kind of brought me back.
With Tyrion, when he
visited
with Tyrion
and John. With John, because I'm not gonna say that the dialogue writing has been terrible or anything like that, but I do remember in earlier seasons them like really, really nailing like just sort of the turn of a phrase. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like Peter Baelish was one of those cats that could always had some shit.
Anytime him and Varys had scenes together, it was the most pettiest shadiest of queens talking to each other. I so love it.
But I loved it. I know every single moment.
Every shady moment of it.
And then that whole, power is power. Some people feel that knowledge is power. And then your girl comes in and is like, no, bitch. Power is power. Mm-hmm. That's my knowledge. Slit his throat. Nope, I changed my mind. Mm-hmm. That's what fucking power is, bitch. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like that whole, like they used to, I don't know, it used to be shit like that, like every episode, every other episode, every season. Mm-hmm. And then it became few and far in between for me. And in this one scene,
they're just talking.
They were just talking, and they brought it, and they brought that great dialogue all back. And then they also made arguments for Dany and shit, where it's like,
the fans and the writers having a conversation. If anything, these motherfuckers are what's the word? They're archetypes. They're avatars. You dig? And they both had good They both had good arguments. And one thing I will say is when I look at this on screen, and for people that don't get it, we watch it back while we talking. It's on mute. they started this together. Because I just recently been watching the first season with Alpha Joe. Yeah, and they both were on a nice watch together, and it's funny to watch where they started. You know what I mean? Because even them two were on their way to the nice watch. They were on the road together. And, Tyrion kind of clowned him for being so naive into thinking that the nice watch was like some superhero brigade. Yeah. And he's seen they take the thieves and they take the... Like, it's so amazing to see the arc of these two together. Because so many of these characters have these relationships. You know what I mean? What we do, Tyrion and Jon, Tyrion and Sansa, Tyrion and Dany, Jon and Sansa. You know what I mean? All these people have very unique and specific relationships. So when we get to the series...
How much of a bad deal that was that kid got, man.
Yeah,
nobody should have let him sign up for that shit.
He got a bad deal.
Y'all knew what he was signing up for. Why didn't y'all stop him?
But look at his life. His life is upward trajectory. He just wanted to be a superhero, and at the end of the day, they kept giving this man titles and power that he didn't want.
Yeah.
But
true.
He still would have been a great king. But anyway, their whole argument of, Jon is trying to stay loyal.
Yeah.
Whether he's on some simp shit, as some niggas say, whether he's blinded by love, as a lot of people say, at the end of the day, whether it's his love, whether it's his dick, whether it's his heart, whether it's his brain, what he gonna go to is popped up on the screen. Love is the death of duty. Duty is the death of love. And at the end of the day, he's usually about being loyal and honorable. Even when he got to make that eventual kill, he don't want to do it like that. That's probably why he decided to be caught. But we're going to get to that part, as I always say. Take your drink now. But while they were having a conversation, Tyrion trying to get him to even see, dude, everything that you're telling me about how, about how Dany had to do it for this, and she had to do it for that, and she had to do it for this, and she had to do it for that. He kept throwing back. She didn't have to. Would you? She didn't have to. Would you?
And he's like, he doesn't know if he would. And he's like, nah, you don't want to betray her because you feel like if you answered truthfully, you would.
And your whole deal is about protecting the people.
Yeah.
You think they're going to be protected if she goes liberating all over the freaking 7 seas in the realm?
But it's amazing how clouded, she can't see what her liberation actually is, to sort of believe so wholly in yourself. I feel like this seems sort of really...
he fed her. We kept feeding her.
Yeah, he kept feeding her. Yeah, and
that's what he said. We kept feeding her.
It built everything up. It's okay, cool. So now, it would have been nice maybe if this moment had come a little sooner, if this conversation had come a little earlier or whatever. But
because she killed good people too while she was on her brigade. Even people sometimes the minutia of back when your boy was trying to bury his father's bones, or how some of the people was trying to say look, not everybody in this town that was of the high regard were supporting slavery, and you just murdered all of them to control the spot to liberate slaves. And once again, when the enemy is someone we think is an enemy, we good with, but y'all negating the fact that she has a bloodlust when she's backed against that wall, and sometimes when she ain't backed against that wall. But she just did honorable things as well, and I think she had in her heart of hearts meant to stay honorable. But if you look at this series as a freaking a Breaking Bad Walter White series of watching a very honorable person be corrupted, that's basically what this is, a villain origin story.
I mean, that's what
they could have done it better. But that's what it is. Because most villains don't know.
It's shorthand.
Most villains think they're the hero, though. Everyone's a hero of their own story.
Yeah.
So of course she's gonna believe whatever she's thinking right now is right without taking it. But once again, I will never take the context out of this. She lost all these people, and she didn't eat for weeks. They say she stopped eating for fortnights and shit. That's 2 weeks. You ain't eating. You're just sitting up here crying. You got paranoid. You think everybody out to get you. Then it killed everybody you love. I mean, except for the one nigga you still love, don't want you. I mean, my nigga, she had to adjust that. She had to compartmentalize that emotion and that mourning and that loss in some way. And unfortunately, it made her snap. Happens every day, B.
Yeah.
Could have been told better, but that's why I could take in the last episode. I can fill in those blanks more so than I can fill in some of these other blanks, because this was a really cool shot when Jon walked up on tried to go get Dany.
Oh yeah,
and
Drogon. Yeah.
Oh, guy came from the soot/snow, whatever this is.
I was like, damn, this is a shot that I feel like this doesn't really matter. This is something we probably could have cut, but
no,
it looks cool. But then when I first saw it, but then as it went along, of course we.
It's the irony of this irony of he's guarding the queen because the queen ain't gonna be unattended even if she don't want to be around people.
Oh yeah,
and the fact that he let Jon
He's
pass
a
because he
guard
trusted
dog,
Jon. He's the guard dog, but the guard dog trusts the fellow Targaryen. So I understood fully why the scene needed to be. But once again, I almost feel like a foreshadowing scene because it foreshadows they about to have another stare down after he murders her. But I'm like, everybody wanted to see if he was flammable. Now, given there's been an earlier time in the season where he burned his hand,
right?
So we can't go for the flammable shit. But on some fun shit, it would have been.
I was like, is he gonna come back with some sort of like Beyond the Dead, unflame some retarded powers or some shit? I don't know.
I always stood by you ain't gonna kill Jon because you already killed Jon. That shock is gone. No
I
part of me ever thought Jon was gonna die. That's why I even said
he's gonna die like ever.
Not.
I mean, in this
even though they like to subvert expectations, it is very unorthodox to shock your audience with a kill like Jon's. Because remember, Jon died at the end of a season. And on a show that's known for killing main characters. So if you were watching this live, there's a strong feeling that he could not come back. So you already hit people with that devastation before. I don't think you about to go back to the Jon dying well again because a nigga being shocked by someone's death is only gonna be shocking the first time. To me, at least.
So what was this past season? One of these previous past seasons of Walking Dead, they kind of trolled us where they kind of made it look like they killed the character and they didn't. Mm-hmm. And then when he came back alive, they wind up killing him later on, which was like, nigga, we just watched him die and watched him come back. Like, what type of bullshit is this? Well, I mean, so I was kind of like,
you thought that was happening again with Jon.
I was like, it's not outside of the realm of possibility of, once like one show kind of does some sort of, wild thing like Game of Thrones used to be the show known for, killing the main characters, and everybody kind of, there were other shows that tried something like that, like big death of a main character.
I mean, the only way Jon would have died to me, if they really was gonna be on some, we're gonna be mean about it like they was in the first few seasons, and when Drogon come in after we about to get to it, so it make no sense to talk about it right now. Let's get into the fact that this was a beautiful shot for watching Dany walk into this dilapidated ass freaking king throne room, and she comes to touch the Iron Throne, and what's trippy is she never got the chance to sit in it.
Looked like she was just about to sit in it,
and then Jon walked from the shadows, and she's actually happy to see him this time. Maybe the throne make her feel better or something.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, this is because of course, this was the goal she set out to achieve, like at the very beginning. Yeah, I mean, she's finally here. Yeah, I definitely think there was something. There's definitely there's definitely that feeling of accomplishment, you know what I'm saying? I guess that makes you tingle all over, you know what I'm saying?
The smell of burning children to my goal is always a good accomplishment. It's always a great one. If I had to murder innocence and go back on my character, bitch, I better enjoy this.
You better believe it.
Yeah, what? I'm swimming in virgin blood tonight. I'm gonna enjoy every bit of this virgin blood. I'm swimming in all these people I done murdered. I would have sat down to be petty, even though Jon walked up. You got walked up to me sitting in this damn Iron Throne, nigga.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna say something.
I know you're 30, son. You can say we don't have safe words here.
I can't remember what it is now. I can't remember now. But anyway, no.
So we have this conversation where she don't even realize, bitch, your life on the line. You better answer these questions correctly. And Jon wants her to answer these questions correctly so bad. He's just like, please, I'm trying to throw you so much rope, bro. I don't want to have to murder you. Because Tyrion made a couple of epic points. At first, I started with the fact of, my sister's going to get, you're going to kill my sister because you're about to liberate my hometown, quote unquote. But also, bitch, you're going to keep killing. And if I was sworn to protect the realm, bitch, you gotta give me a reason not to protect her from you, please. Yeah, so you kill kids. Like, he got specific.
I know, he's so trying, yeah.
And she was like, well, she bypassed that and was like, well, Cersei could have saved her people. Nigga, they ain't got nothing to do with
actually, those bells kind of rung, man. Sorry. And then you still killing motherfuckers out after the motherfucking fact.
Sorry, it was like a lawnmower with Drogon. You was going, yeah. And the thing is, you wasn't even like, I would have took it.
I could have died, bitch.
I would have took it if Drogon was just flying around randomly. No, we seeing Drogon not miss a step. We're gonna get this line. We're gonna get this line. We're gonna get this line. Yep. We're gonna give it a little tape. But she gave King's Landing the whole damn taper, dog. She gave too much a ball fade with the flames.
Yeah,
she did. And everything Jon was saying, she was saying the opposite. Don't take over, but I need to take over so I can make everything good. But what about what people don't agree with you? They don't have no fucking.
They don't understand.
Yeah, they don't. Okay. It's not their choice.
They don't get it, but I'll make
I make them get it.
Yeah,
and I'll just kill them until they're not existing, and then the new people that I put there are going to follow me. It's okay.
It's a simple process. It's okay.
I'm gonna just murder everyone. I've learned the way because I'm the one who has the dog. She and John crying and shit.
Do you remember her when she first walks in and mirrors that scene? Did you ever think that we were gonna make it to that? Remember that premonition that she had in season 2?
Yeah,
where it's like we think it's. I thought it was Ash personally.
Yeah,
which kind of was, but a little bit of snore as well.
But winter has come.
Winter has come. How did you feel about that? Did you feel like, oh wow?
I knew we were gonna see that scene.
They cashed in on that. Oh, you knew you were gonna see that scene?
I knew we were gonna see that scene because they had the next time on.
Oh, okay.
And they showed it walking up on it. I was like, that's like a premonition. So I ain't saying I went into the series, but I expected it because you got to pay it off. She had the premonition.
I don't know with this show. I'm like, yeah, maybe they will pay it off. Maybe.
Well, he kisses her so differently when he know that's the AT.
He's about to knock them. Yeah.
No, not even that. He's about to kill her.
Okay.
I mean, every time he's kissed her since realizing that that's his AT, he kisses her like he's vomiting. It's like he's throwing up while dry heaving in her mouth.
Her breath is so terrible.
You know what I mean? And this was one of the most underwhelming deaths. Y'all thought the Cersei death was underwhelming. No, this death was underwhelming because after she answered all the questions to "Will I die today?" wrong, you give her one last kiss, and that was actually shocking that it happened there. He gave her one last kiss of "You'll always be my queen."
Yeah.
And then he murdered her. It was like, once again, everybody thought Arya was going to kill her and he was going to kill Night King. They switched it and it's very intense and it's very epic. He murdered her.
Yeah, and it seemed like the most logical way to do it, but I just never thought it would go down so easily.
It made sense.
Yeah, because I mean, if you don't kill her right here, right now, man, you probably may never get
kill her right there. Right? Maybe he could have wounded her. I'm still on the level of agree with her, but of course nobody was around. She wanted this moment to herself to sit on the throne. She, of course, didn't think anyone was gonna come and disturb her, let alone Jon and come and kill her. And of course, they have those Targaryens get that psychic link with their dragons. So Drogon already was like, wait, I feel something.
Hold on, something's up.
I feel like I got stabbed.
Mama.
And I really felt the way, like, seeing her dead right there. I was like, because if you do look at this like some villain origin story, it's like I watched all this with her for the go out like that. She went out in a whimper, dog. It's like, once again, it's however they felt about the Cersei death, I guess is how I feel about the Dany death, except for the fact that I want to forego that it is a logical way to go out. And Game of Thrones kept it, they kept it as not dire is not the word I want to say, gritty as possible. And once again, they love the subversion. But I don't know. So I think a lot of us had that gut punch, and I think they wanted it to be the gut punch of surprise. But since we know the series finale, and we know going in that she's most likely going to die, it's not necessarily about her dying. Like some people, I guess, in their brains thought she was going to live. It's not about her dying as much as it's about, again, the how. Not what you do, is how you do it. And yeah, I guess whatever happened to that Red Witch, the other one that came to visit her ass? Where's she at, nigga? Maybe Drogon could have found a way to get the body to her to rise her queen as his mama.
The red woman?
Not Melisandre. They're one that visited her ass once, and they ain't go back to that. That's a problem I think a lot of people, including myself, is happening. Is that there's things that they open the doors on, and they didn't go back to, or they didn't pay off, or you look back now, it's like, what was the point of you? You know what I mean? You don't remember when that other, she was a little younger than she was a little younger than Melisandre. But she visited her, she had the same drool. But, I don't know. Drogon then comes up, of course, checks on his mama. She did. And then, please explain this to me. Now, 1, it looks epic.
Oh, yeah.
2, it's poetic as hell on paper. But 3, when did explain to me how the dragon knew to burn the throne?
Oh, yeah. I mean, a question I think we'll never really get the
answer. We
will
never get the answer. Just accept that shit. Because once again, very poetic.
I agree.
But out the blue, we see in that Drogon has way more thinking skills and shit going on up top than I ever realized.
I honestly, I thought I was going to come in here, man, and you were going to like blow my mind with some fucking theory, man. I didn't know you guys, because like you answered the same question I did. I was like, I don't understand it.
I saw some people out there that said that dragons are supposedly like, smart. And then like, there's certain things, forget what they're saying, because I didn't buy it. If I ain't buying the bullshit, I ain't gonna drink it. But
right.
like, yeah, man.
I did hear
about how they're kind of like dogs. And how, there's...
He can sense, they have...
Yeah, but even if it was sense and stuff, dog, to know that Like, you checked on your mom. First off, the jump, and I accepted the jump that y'all have some kind of link, so you knew when she was dead. Yeah. Fine, I'll take that.
Right.
You checking on your mom. Cool. You know, any animal will check on their mama. You feel me?
Right.
But to decide not to burn up Jon, like, damn, your loyalty to your damn Targaryen psychic link is that damn deep that you won't even kill Jon after he killed your mama? And you decide to, if that Jon, like, you know what I mean, old school gangster, if like you gonna sneak a nigga, but burn everything else. And I don't understand it. It looks beautiful. It all looked amazing.
Yeah, it worked.
Poetic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The acting is selling it. But it's one of those things where I go back and think, even in the moment, I'm like, okay, cognitive on fleek, huh? And it's even a beautiful shot of him flying off with his mom. Like, and I feel like that's still the shot that you want after everything is over, of him flying off with her body, the dragon lady corpse flying off with the dragon. I love that, but my gosh, yo, he just rolled up and murked her. He just rolled up and murked her. Like you said, this is where the Grey Worm fight would have happened in my brain. Like, Grey Worm rolled up and he, like, maybe he's gonna come see something, and then he see Jon holding that dead body, and then fight! Mortal Kombat! Dun, 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 dun.
Well, the argument I made, at least I was making at work, is that after he kills her, he must confess.
And he don't get his ass whooped then or murdered, like, you know what I'm saying?
Because I'm
even
like, how do they know that he, like, even if they walk in there, look, that's just McQueen's blood.
I just got here.
Prove it.
No, my nigga, I be like, I just got here too, bruh.
I'm like, but still,
nigga, Jon could have just left.
Prove it.
Jon could have just left.
I mean, yeah, somebody ain't got no body.
Nigga, no body, no Drogon.
It's not about what you know. It's about what you can prove.
You ain't got no cameras.
You
Who even saw me walk over here? You ain't got no proof that I did anything. So, of course, again, his Achilles is his honorability. He's honorable to a fault. We know he told on himself because his ass in jail, dumbass nigga. When I thought for a second,
it's like, why?
For a split second, I thought he was going to jump on Drogon back. Like, my dragon, nah. Nigga, let's go find a place to bury him. Mine. Yeah, I'm going to the sunset.
Let's go.
You hear me? On some slick shit, if Drogon would have just lit his ass on fire and that's how Jon went out, yeah, I kind of would have took it.
I would have took that too. Actually, because I was prepared for it.
He stood up face to face with the dead dragon, Viserys' dead ass, and didn't get burnt. They had the little moment face to face right before he walked in there, and you know, and he let him through.
Like,
so on the rule of 3,
I thought you knew what was good right before he walked in.
On the rule of 3, if that would have been just the end of Jon, some people I would have took it. I just would have kind of took it on some shit like, and that's the bleak Game of Thrones ending to me for Jon. If they wanted to go their old ways like Red Wedding style. Even though it would still hurt my heart, I'd have been like, well, nigga, shouldn't have been talking shit. Shouldn't have been talking shit. So we jumped some time, and they robbed us of that scene. I feel like we needed that scene. They should have made a 2-hour episode. Fuck it, it's just a series finale.
I thought at least we were going to get 1 2-hour episode, man. Like, this is...
My G, son.
This is like, we've had hour and 20-minute episodes before. They act like this was some
this
new epic shit.
This 1:30, but I'm still standing by like, Jon, I want to see how you talked your way out of not being murdered by the Unsullied. Specifically Grey Worm, who just lost his besties was Missandei and the Queen. Now he's lost Missandei and the Queen. So my question is, how in the hell, and he's the general of the Unsullied.
I would love to
you that damn honorable, Grey?
I would love to see that dumbass decision in real time. I just killed the Queen. I'm gonna go tell someone. Like, why? Why would we do that? Like, let me just see the thought process. Let me see you walk out of this bitch and not just cover all that red spot up with new snow and shit.
Nigga, that shit was gonna be gone in 30 minutes.
You know?
That snow was coming. There's no roof on the ceiling. He had every out, but again, he's too honorable for that. He's not going to do that.
And he wouldn't be Jon Snow if he was.
Jon's a freaking idiot. I love him. He's the most lovable idiot I've ever seen on television. I love Jon Snow. A lot of people hate Jon Snow, and he was simping his ass off, and he was pissed pussy whoop. But at the end of the day, he got the job done. Yeah. I thought he was gonna come close to it, not be able to do it, kiss this motherfucker, drop the knife behind him that he was gonna use her, and out the blue Arya was gonna stab her in the damn back, and he would have been looking like, what the fuck? You see blood coming from him. He like, I dropped my knife. And then you look, and Arya's like,
with the pointy end.
Ooh! And what? And then you got Grey Worm could still come, and then Jon could like defend his sister. And then, you know, however that go down, how that go down. But once again, there's so many interesting scenes and things that were left on the table that if I can think of it, and I'm not getting paid to do it, you can think of it, and I don't think it would have took that much of your time or energy as far as compared to what we got. Like, especially what you set up. I can't help but think it. Even in this situation where, now we at the tribunal, they bring Tyrion out. Grey Worm got Tyrion at his, I guess they still got some order of how things go. Even though, truthfully, Unsullied, if you and the Dothraki took over the goddamn King's Landing, who gonna really stop that? Unless everybody come at once. Maybe that's what they thought. But anyway, I thought it was gonna be Jon request a trial by combat. You know what I mean? To get out.
Right.
If I could be Grey, I thought it was gonna go down like that. Him fight Grey Worm to get out, and he still lose to Grey Worm on some. He don't even want to fight for real because he's still in love with Dany because that's some Jon ass shit.
Would they even know what trial by combat is?
That's what they do in their land. Remember to get out.
The Sullys? The Unsullied?
Man, they know. I think everybody in the land knows.
Everybody knows?
Because that's one of the ways that the law go. You feel me? Where you have the option of you can either go through the courts, or you can request a trial by combat. I thought that was another opening. At least
Grey Worm would know what the fuck that meant.
Yeah, Grey Worm at the least. He's cultured.
Yeah.
And we didn't even get Jon getting a trial by combat. It just was, because, again, if Grey Worm would have killed him there because he was guilty, we'd have got that. Mm-hmm. But instead, we have this whole talk about democracy. A lot of people thought this was going to end in democracy. Sam came up with democracy, and they laughed at his ass.
Democracy, I tweeted about that. It is the birthplace of democracy, and its immediate crib death.
Now they laughed at that shit.
Oh yeah, nigga, democracy.
letting the people vote.
Maybe my horse should get a vote. Yeah, maybe my whore ought to get a vote. Yeah, mine too.
And I ain't know half. Like I only knew like some of these niggas. They should have kind of explained who they were. Because I know I'm no Edmure. I know Sam. I see little titty boy, milk boy, and grown the fuck up. Okay, glow up. That dude in between Edmure and Sam.
Wait, where's titty boy? Oh yeah, that was that titty boy.
Titty boy, no pretty boy over there. Titty boy over there. He in all blue represent his spot because his mom dead or whatever.
Right there, yeah. Okay.
You know, but the nigga next to titty boy, I'm not too clear on him.
He was like the leader of the Veil.
Well, who is him standing next to Sam then?
I don't know who the fuck that is.
It was just all random people.
Yeah.
But Yara,
one, yeah.
But I'm always say, dog, don't fuck with Arya. She had the cool line, Yara. I feel like Yara.
If you say another fucking word, I'll slit your throat. Bitch.
Eat it. Swallow it.
And it's Yara was like, I was thinking like, look, Yara, you don't want none of this. And Yara had that look on her face like, I don't think I want none of that. And I was like, you know, bitch.
Because I know the legend that's had the. Okay, not the one next to him, the one next to the other guy, not the one next to Titty Boy, but the one next to the one that's a terrible Titty Boy is what I mean I don't recognize. Not him, I know him. Okay. I recognize his face.
I didn't get a good look at that guy.
Exactly, because he's a goddamn nobody. But
yeah, but I really would like to.
Oh, and we got a new Dorne representative.
Yeah, we got a new King of Dorne. That was interesting.
But I lost my thought. Oh, but like Arya's legend of being the Night King killer had to have made some kind of wave, or do you think it just stayed in that pocket?
I mean,
it's hard to say.
You think the vast majority of people believe that there was a battle with the dead?
So she's a legend in the North.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think
the North knows. The North remembers. The North will always remember. The North remembers.
I think what's her name will remember though as well though because her brother died by the Night King.
Oh, the Ironborn. But they're like not far from the North.
Yeah, so
you know I mean they're Iron Isles in the middle. Yeah, they're relatives. I'm not relatives. Yeah. They're neighbors.
All right.
But so all these people laugh at everything that's going down, basically. And they ask now we have you as prisoner, but we're gonna once again ask Tyrion, who's been.
What do you think?
And the thing is, Tyrion think he's stupid now. Some people call Tyrion stupid. Tyrion ain't stupid. Tyrion Lannisters, he's just stupid when it comes to his family. Like honestly. He can't be objective when it comes to his family. And that's what got him in the end because his enemy was his family. And none of them are objective. Even Cersei didn't kill Tyrion all the times that she could have. She was so removed that she hired Bronn because she really knew she couldn't bring herself to do it.
I don't think he's stupid, and also I think that he makes good decisions. I don't think he makes bad decisions. No, I think that they don't always work out.
No, he made some decisions that for wartime cost Dany shit that didn't have to cost.
Oh, well.
Trusting a woman that's proven that she can't be trusted because that's your sister. When motherfucking didn't come with them damn troops for the war, the last great war, when she said she did, if that was not his sister, he would have been like, roll up.
Exactly. That's okay. So yeah, I can't.
If that wasn't his hometown, because a lot of that was King's Landing, he would have been like, roll up. And another thing too, she probably would have been more open to not burning up the whole town if she didn't get put in that position where she showed mercy and she had to have this conversation with Cersei over Missandei and all that shit. If off the dump, Tyrion would have just let her roll up on Cersei, kill the soldiers, but leave the town in as much tact as you can, she'd have been like, you know what? I'll try. You feel me? She would have listened to the bells then. She lost too much by the time the bells came, so it's like not Tyrion looking like a fool, but again, he weak for his family. So then Tyrion gives us this whole speech, who's got the best story. Now, people been having a little big joke about how, truthfully, Bran doesn't have the best story. There's everybody damn near. Jon has an amazing story. Sansa has an amazing story. Arya has an amazing story. There's a lot of people that got better stories than Bran. But what I say on the other end of that is this. To Westeros don't know what Sansa went through. We do. We the audience. We watched. Westeros don't know what Arya went through.
I mean,
we do. We watched. They know that
they kind of like, remember the word got around about Sansa,
that who she married, not specifically,
and what she went through,
not specifically to the rest of Westeros. The North found out certain things, but as I feel like this war was started because the Starks and the Lannisters had a fight because Bran was pushed out the window, and after Bran got pushed out the freaking window, that's when it got personal, really. Because the Starks and the Lannisters already had beef and other things was gonna happen. But at the end of the day, that true first shot pushed his little boy out the window. Catelyn freaking kidnaps Tyrion. Jaime then attacks Ned in the street. You know what I mean? It was all stumbled off of that because the tension was already there.
Did we ever find out who sent the assassin to kill Bran in his bed?
Baelish.
So technically, it was fucking Baelish.
Baelish started all this shit. But my point is, I think it was way more known about Bran the Broken. And by the way, they have never called him that in this show.
I know.
I feel like, are you lightweight ribbing this nigga? You said that shit like it's a known thing. Maybe in the elapse of time, because once again, they don't show us day by day by day. Maybe we just got to give them that somewhere in time, Bran the Broken became a thing. But
it felt like an uncle giving his nephew a nickname.
But he said it like niggas know he's Bran Broken.
I mean, we know that nigga broken.
But like that's what we call that nigga
broken. But like I felt like it had a nice ring to it and felt regal enough. You know what I'm saying? So
how many people knew about his powers? Because he started saying this shit of he has all the history in his head.
They don't know that, and they didn't even seem to bat an eye. I mean, clearly they did know something because nobody had any questions about that shit. Like, wait. He knows what?
Plot hole.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That makes absolutely no goddamn
plot
sense
hole,
to me.
Water bottles, we got everything.
Y'all reaching. Because for a second, I thought Tyrion was going to be like, hey, yo, put Jon on. So when he was like, put Bran on. And I'm like...
for a second, I thought they were going to... I was like, if this nigga finagles his way out of these chains and Jon is king, nigga, I mean, hats off.
And I'm going to give this to the writers, dog. There is a way to have made Bran being the king make more sense. Y'all just didn't cover that ass.
And y'all didn't have enough time.
I feel like you should have made him more important
as we went along.
In the last 2 seasons. We should have seen more of Bran's journey to make us feel like not as obvious that he would be king, but just ride more of a journey with him. You know what I mean? Because they made us we went on a journey for a minute. Then we went this weird ass detour. And there was one season he wasn't even around. But it's like, you know what I mean?
Season off.
Yeah, so it's like, my dude, like, we should have had way more, and he should have done more interesting things. Like, even in the Night King battle. What if he could have worked the Night King to make him slow down enough for the Sansa kill? Or what if, there's a bunch of what ifs that you could throw in there to make people more satisfied with. On paper, Bran works. On paper, it's even ironic that the person to be king is the one that got pushed out that star. You know what I mean? There's so many ways why on paper, I can see why you made this decision. But when we say in execution, episode by episode, even in a previous episode, you said you don't even want anymore. You know what I mean? And now you're accepting to be king. Now I understand. Tyrion said, yo, I understand you don't want nothing, Bran. But we need you to do this shit. And Bran said, okay, if you're going to make me do some shit I don't want, well, bitch, you going to be my hand. I don't want to do that shit. Well, nigga, I don't want for nothing. So I understand how they did it, but it don't give you that feeling to me of satisfaction fully. At least for my brain understands, but my heart don't.
I mean, for me, this all sort of, like I said, man, watched this really late the first time, and I had to start it off because I'm like, did this really just happen? Did he really just throw this at Brian's lap? And then watching it the second time, I definitely, I don't know, it all played out to me as organic as it possibly could in this rushed format. I feel like that this makes sense, but
it makes sense, but we didn't get there in a good way.
We did not get there in a good way. We got sort of forced down this path, which is unfortunate. Like once I said, man, I always played the fact that I think this show would have had somewhat of a more satisfying ending had they had the full 10 episodes to kind of just play this whole thing out and take their time. But playing this whole, we're gonna have the longest battle ever filmed on TV.
And they did. It was amazing.
It was amazing, and they did, and they have. I feel like they have a ton of shit to be proud of.
Hell yeah, man.
But I don't want to get to the end.
Let me ask you this though, dog.
If
Danny's last words that Grey Worm told Grey Worm was kill all of my enemies, Jon should have been killed. Oh, they should have had a fight. I'm gonna stand by y'all. There's no way I can understand Grey Worm putting him in chains, especially as I watch him say there should be justice. He should be dead. Well, nigga, you could have been giving that justice. That don't make sense to me in that angle because there were none of these people around when you found out. So it's kind of weird. And two, I want to answer something that people say. One, people were saying that shit, I lost it. I know another one was they were saying, well, does Bran see the future because he gives that answer of why do you think I'm here? And while you can take it as that's as literal. He said, why do you think I'm here? On like he foresaw he was gonna be king, or just like with the dagger, he knew, or maybe he didn't. I don't know, he knew to give Arya the dagger, whatever. Maybe he does see the future, and that was really fully clear about that. But I also could take that as he didn't necessarily know he was gonna be offered to be king. He keeps saying these Jaden Smith ass things, whereas like what he told Jon, what he gonna tell Jon later how everything happens how it's supposed to. That's like another way of saying that to me. Why do you think I'm here? Like, if for all these moments to happen, for some reason I decided to come my ass up. Like, he could have just been being cryptic to be cryptic, not necessarily for certain knowing, Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna think of the other thing that people bring up that I have a counter for, but I can't think of it. But we're in this scene where we finally see Jon looking like a hobo, and Tyrion. It's like the inverse of what we saw earlier when Jon visited him. Yeah, it's the inverse. Now Tyrion visiting the prisoner, and he really we tried to get you a good deal, bro.
Yeah, like, oh, well, we're going to have to send you to the Night's Watch, and Bran's going to be king, and, this is the only way to make peace.
What he said? He says a compromise. No one's exactly happy. It's a good compromise.
Yeah.
And Jon asked him, did I do the right thing? Because that's all he ever cares about at the end of the day for this man, dog. And Tyrion didn't really have an answer. It was more like, ask me in 10 years.
Like,
which was a real thing.
But bitch, you kind of pushed me in this direction. Like, I mean, it would have been nice to be like,
pat on the back, good job.
I mean, not good job.
Like, what he wanted.
I mean, we made this decision, bitch. It's like, hold on. Why you treat me like I made this decision?
I ain't even just saying that. I'm saying, son.
Like, no, you know what I mean? I mean, I know he made the decision technically, but it was like, this was a kind of a joint thing, man.
It was a joint thing, and that's my point on the level of why he needs that pat on the back, because you can't talk me into doing this thing that gets your ass saved and all that shit, and
now I gotta go to the fucking back to the wall.
And when I ask you, that broke my soul too, son. And what I'm saying is, when I ask you, so I did the right thing, right? Because you kept on telling me the right thing to do is this, the right thing to do is that.
She can't.
You
she
gotta
can't
do
be
this.
There.
So
she can't be in.
She's gonna kill all these people.
Yeah.
So if I ask you, so I did it right. Ask me in 10 years. Bitch! I would have snuck him. I would have snuck him.
Your little ass off this motherfucking wall.
Are you kidding me? Even if the right answer is the most intelligent answer, you really won't know for another 10 years. But guess what, Tyrion? In that moment, when that man is right.
No.
That man is broken.
You cop out.
Give that man
such a fucking cop out.
That pat on the back like, yes, Jon, you made the right decision. It ain't like he gonna know anyway. This motherfucker going to the wall that don't exist no more, that we don't even need no more, because we ain't got no more problems with the wildlings, and ain't no night creatures no more. So they just chilling at the wall now.
I don't even know what the proper answer to that shit is. But motherfucking ask me in 10 years is not it. There's a real simple, like, in my mind, nigga, yes.
He should say yes.
Or forever, yes.
Yes.
Whatever.
Yes, you did the right thing,
nigga,
Jon.
10 years? Oh my God, that makes me mad now.
When you know everything, like I keep repeating, everything in Jon's soul is to be right. The right, honorable. And all he was asking was, am I still honorable? That's what he was really asking. Am I still honorable? And you couldn't give him no straight answer. Fuck you for that,
It's
Tyrion.
like, man, I don't have Thor's hammer. I can't test it. So, I
So then we get the last meeting that the Starks are ever going to have. And that's what's really heartbreaking when I look at it. They're sending Jon off, but we're sending all the Starks off. Arya going, Arya going the west of west. Jon is going into wildling heaven. Sansa is the queen of the north. And we didn't even get into how she negotiated that with her brother. Like, look, nigga, the north is mine, little brother. What's your amp? And Jon, and you think Bran gonna say no? Yeah, sis, get that. Get you, queen. Get you, baby.
like, hey, look, ain't nothing against you, little brother. You gonna be a wonderful king. But we ain't under your motherfucking
I ain't
rule.
under, because the thing is,
We and me and ain't nobody under your motherfucking rule.
and I think even more so than that, you got to get into the particular of Tyrion saying we ain't going by because she brought up he can't have kids. Put his ass out there like, yeah, his dick don't work. And that's when Tyrion was like, well, that's not how we should decide what should be king then. And I think it's more so Sansa's smart as hell. She's thinking about the future. When Bran ain't king no more, that's my brother. I'm always have an end with my brother, but there's gonna be a point when it's not my brother. I don't want to go through this shit again of Dany and the Lannisters and everything that went down with the destruction. I want to always be. I'm gonna cash this chip in early to always have the North good, and that gives her collateral and capital with her people. Of course, her people gonna be behind her even more so when you got them to be their own island in the realm. So yeah, son, she's so big. Like that was beast of her, but. We sending all the Starks off to go their separate ways, man. Because once again, since she queen her own thing, she ain't gonna be just rolling down the King's Landing to see Bran like that. Arya said, "I'm going west to west." So when we see Arya, she gonna be Arya Columbus. You know what I mean? So we ain't gonna see her no more. And I don't know how and Jon going to wild, like I say, wilding heaven. So again, they wouldn't be able to find each other if they wanted to. Of course, you could always go to see Sansa. I guess she's the king and the queen. I guess are focal points. But I don't see neither Jon nor Arya coming back no time soon.
Yeah, no, I don't. But you know what the thing is? I guess at this point though, for me, this is my satisfaction. Like, I wanted to see the Starks like okay and hopefully in power. Yeah, you know
that was sad.
And they got their independence.
That's what satisfying to me. Like because one, I want to say this and it's goodbye.
All of them got their independence.
Every time I see Jon and Arya and their scenes, they're magical together, dog. That almost broke me. Their goodbye. You still got Needle. Ooh. Yeah. Their goodbye, dog, because who Jon had the best relationships with growing up was Robb, Arya, and Bran. And that's what gets to my next point. I wish Bran wasn't all the three-eyed Jaden right now because your boy kind of taught you how to swing a sword. Yeah. Like his last goodbye was to see Bran. He said, I'm gonna come back. Like Jon gave a fuck hard up about Arya and goddamn Bran, son. That was his little brother and little sister. So like him and Arya had the appropriate goodbye, and him and Bran had this weird goodbye. Like, and I didn't like that.
I mean, you know what? They had a weird exchange, but later
they've
on...
had nothing but weird exchanges. Remember when Brandon first had their reunion? The Arya and Jon reunion again. Heart, tears. The Jon and Bran reunion is like,
oh... Three-eyed Jaden, though, still,
I know,
at
son.
that point. But
I know, son.
Later on, though, he does get to pet Ghost.
I mean, we got that moment for Jon and Pet Ghost that people saying they gonna that shit in the last minute. Hey, man. That's from another scene from another season, and they knew the people got pissed, so they digitally removed that cup and that water bottle and all that other shit. They digitally put in the scene of Jon petting a ghost, and they had to give us that later.
Whatever, man.
But son, Jon leaves, and we get this scene of they say Brienne updating Jaime Lannister's Wikipedia page. And
wait, yeah. I thought that shit was funny. But alright, so she's gonna finish it off. It's like I guess any night can go in there and finish off another night's story.
I mean, she's giving them the respect. But this is one thing I would give people now. A lot of women felt like the last couple of episodes did a short change of the Brienne character. And I will say that to a degree, because people was mad because she was crying in the streets over Jaime and shit. But I'm like, I don't see...
She's not allowed to be him?
Exactly. She just lost her virginity to this dude that she slowly fell in love with, and he decided...
Smashed and dashed.
He did love her, but he just didn't love her as much as Cersei.
He still smashed
and he smashed that, and he even said, yo, like, I ain't the nigga that you want to love. I mean, it was just a cool scene. She could be human. She could be, you know.
Yeah, like it was the equivalent of throwing rocks at your dog to make him run away because you're like, you're not a good person. Just go, just run.
You're not a good person.
You're not a good person.
And this was a nice, quiet scene for Brienne. Like the actor, she played it amazingly.
Yeah,
but
she's always amazing.
But again, over the last 2 episodes, as far as time wise, what else was there for Brienne to do? You know. Like I wish she could,
she was of little use, I guess, because she was supposed to be tied to Sansa.
Yeah, she on Sansa Brigade. Winterfell had nothing to do with what was going down with Dany and Jon and them at that point. So that's where it ended. But really, her story wasn't over because then we get to Bran's cabinet and we got Tyrion. We see that he's the hand. We see Brienne still there. She's part of the whole squad. And
which I don't. Did you catch her position?
I forgot. I did catch it. I forgot. I think she's over the knights or something. Like she's
the
head
knight. Yeah.
The head knight.
Call that right, yeah.
You did.
Because there's no massive war, which they're talking about. I know they said they're gonna,
And I'll give you that on the satisfying part of. What? See, I'm not I almost didn't watch Game of Thrones because I get attached to characters, and when everybody was telling me that real characters that you'll get in touch with and again, love and shit die. I wasn't rushing for that kind of heartbreak. You know what I mean? The Red Wedding broke me. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to everybody that I wanted to see living still lived, yep. A lot of people want to say, I wanted more people to be dead. Nope. I was happy because going into the season, I thought the Starks, everybody kept saying one more Stark is going to die. I was like, I don't want Sansa, Arya, Bran, nor Jon to die. I didn't want any more Starks to die. Like you said, all Starks live. They even get a great-ass quote at the end. I was wrong. We got to see Bronn again, and Bronn got I don't know who finessed their way to come up better between Sansa, Bronn, and Bran, but damn, dog. Those are 3 finesses.
Bronn, definitely.
Because he came from nothing?
I mean,
I think all 3 of them finessed it well. He
literally just stayed out of the last part of this. Like the whole King's
He made the right deal.
Yeah. He wasn't even a part of that shit. And nigga came out on top of, Highgarden, nigga? Where the Martells and shit used to, Lady Martell and shit.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, he's on their shit.
But Sansa's a queen. Sansa's a whole queen. And she came from, on some other shit.
And
Bran was just a little crippled little nigga in the woods. He's a king now. Like,
Bron's rich.
You're right. No. I feel like you can argue any of those 3 as far as when it's all said and done, who finessed.
Yeah, okay,
fair
enough.
All 3 ended up in a position like, whoa, you're a king, Bran. Look what the fuck you was doing.
Yeah.
Damn, Sansa, you really and Sansa did it by her own regard. Being
president. It's like how fun is that job?
Sansa did it by her own regard though. She made the right political move at the right time and it paid off. But I was so happy to see Davos and Sam and Bronn and Brienne, and it was so funny when Bran rolled up and he I see we don't have a person of whisperers or a person of war, and I felt like that was strategically placed because do we need them right now?
Oh, I think you always need whisperers.
But you get what I'm saying? They're not no rush to be in no fights, and they're not here for the gossip. They just chilling right now.
Do they even have an army?
They got people.
They do? Okay. All right.
I'm guessing. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
Who are they people, huh?
They killed most of them, I thought. Like, there's...
Unsullied all went to Nath because your boy ran that game is because she said, my people don't have anybody to protect them. My people will protect them. So that's the Unsullied went. We don't know what happened to Dothraki.
To the north. Like, the Northmen went back to the fucking north.
With Sansa.
Yeah.
We don't know what happened to Dothraki. I feel like Sansa...
where did the Dothraki go?
I feel like we even get Podrick as a knight. But I feel like, I guess it was happy ending.
Now that made me smile. See, that made me satisfied.
Maybe Sansa gave her brother some people from the north, but overall, when I'm looking at his cabinet, who else? Like aside from some borrowed soldiers from his sister, well, maybe because he's king, he could just summon soldiers from the realm.
I'm sure he could call on.
He's over the 6 kingdoms.
True, yeah, he could call on whoever.
Whatever he would need it. I'm the king, and
he
those people voted him
protection,
in.
Though.
Maybe them people all gave him a little bit of something because they voted him in, so they gotta protect him.
Right? Maybe.
Okay. Maybe. Not explained.
Not explained.
Not explained at all.
I'm afraid first.
I remember the other issue people having. Folk was saying, why did we even go down the whole Targaryen tunnel with Jon in the first place if it was gonna end like that?
True. Yeah.
I've accounted for it.
Huh? You have accounted for
I've
that?
accounted for it.
What's that?
Now, while emotionally, I feel him. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But the reason and the purpose was this was the tension that created the wedge that would get Jon to stab her. If there was no tension, because once again, that's another thing they kept throwing at Jon. She's always going to go at whatever's threatening her. And if you're the proper rightful heir to the throne, you feel me? At some point, she won't have a problem turning on you. Even though, right before she died, she was like, I want you to be my man and we can run this together. Which kind of contradicts that to a degree. It's still that tension. That's what made Jon, because once again, you throw on the tension of, you don't know who she might get at your sisters. She might kill you. She might kill more. You throw all that in the pot, and that's what made him kill her. So that's why they had to throw in the Targaryen storyline for Jon, because otherwise, you have no tension there between those two. The only reason that he ain't fucking is because that's his auntie. You know what I mean? Like, you have no tension if you don't add that storyline, that part. The reason she ain't getting love and she go left because love or fear. He won't give love because his auntie. You hear me? That whole deal. And you throw in the evil shit she eventually did, but that's my counter to people saying that storyline was a waste. Nah, they needed it to get to where they got to, even though the payoff wasn't satisfying for it. Because again, you have more fire from me and wondering, did Varys get those notes out to tell people that Jon was a Targaryen? What was the point of that then?
Yeah, that's a huge thing that just sort of like
or he just
fizzled out.
Or did he burn that note? Because he burned a note, but I thought he had sent others.
It seemed like this wasn't the first one. Yeah, it seemed like he had been doing this when the girl was coming in to give him that update about Dany not eating. Yeah, it seemed like he was in the process of sending notes then.
So ultimately, I understand the storyline of it. But ultimately, the secret didn't matter, which is kind of ironic because she was going so hard about people finding out. And let's say Varys did get those things out. After everything that went down, you think the people with you on the dragon give a fuck about Jon being the rightful heir?
Yeah, and to speak to the other point about Jon being a Targaryen and that whole dynamic playing out, I felt like that would have played out a little differently. Or people probably would have felt like it wasn't such a waste had there, once again, I don't know, I guess that's what I'm just going to advocate.
We need more.
Whole thing. We needed more time.
Yeah.
If that had just played out over the course of 10 episodes, rather 6. Because also, too, we got to keep in mind that came in at the very last second, right, of the season, whatever that last season, season 7. It came in at the very, very tail end.
Even 7 episodes like season 7 would have been nice.
Now, it's something that, though, they've been teasing that apparently in the books for a while now. It's like people already had that theory that Jon was a Targaryen. Like, that was something like in podcasts of the people who actually read the books and stuff, who have all those
and the Night King and the Night King doesn't exist in the book.
Well, so and now that this will never happen, did we ever talk about Lady Stark coming back to life?
Yeah, I heard about that character. That character sound badass as fuck. Catelyn Stark come back as some other character, some other name, and she's some undead motherfucker killing people. And of course, they had no space in this show for it. But that
would have been cool. Yeah, I kind of held out hoping for that at some point, like a Marvel fucking Avengers Endgame sequence where she comes out.
Because she could have came out through the Night King battle. And shit,
right.
That would have been cool.
So, but I thought that was cool.
But I don't think the show suffered without it. Like
whatever, what have you. I think with George R.R. Martin sort of saying that his plans to end the books were pretty similar to how the show ended, but he's, I think I do agree with the saying that's on at least the general consensus online that Benioff and Weiss are better adapters than they are show writers, or creators, if you will. With those books, I thought they had a rich fountain of material to kind of draw from, and there was just also a built-in audience for it too. And something definitely for me happened in the latter seasons. They were able to land the plane. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have to flip it upside down. I mean, it wasn't like a Denzel flight. It was, they stuck it, or at least it landed.
I mean, it definitely landed because, again, once you watch it a second or a third time, and your expectations of Jon being king and he don't want it or subverted or you're going to get this or you're going to get that, once all that is gone and you could just watch where these people ended up, it's a much easier thing to take in because once again, Arya been said it was west of west, and now she's gone there. What else is there for a chick like her to do? Sansa said she wanted to be queen from the dump, first episode, and now she's queen of the north, and she's a nigga. And she did it. See, they kept showing how strategic and smart she was this whole last season of like her epic arc. Jon from the beginning don't want no title, so guess what? If he had Ygritte with him, he'd be happily ever in the goddamn wilding territory. So yes, I do understand that they all ended up basically where they wanted to. But when you say it crushed your soul, I understand because Jon lost so much to get that.
So
he lost so much. Like this man just can't be in love for nothing because he still loved her when he murdered her.
Definitely don't want to fall in love with Jon Snow.
Damn, yo, and he can't fall in love. And you want a nigga like that to at least have like love. You know,
it would be nice. Yeah, I mean, but
his old lady Tormund right now.
So yeah, it broke my. So yeah, two things broke my heart to hear that he was going back, like to the Night's Watch. Where he started, knowing where he's going now.
Yeah,
not really knowing. We got to remember in the beginning he had no fucking clue what he was signing up for.
Yeah,
like it was my man. Like, oh man, it's gonna be this wonderful thing. You're gonna get money. We're gonna sign you up for the army, man. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be wonderful. You know what I'm saying? Not saying there's anything wrong with the army. Well, that's a bad comparison. Never mind.
Yeah, but I understand what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they signed him up for something that he had no clue what it was, and now knowing what it is, he would never have signed up for it twice.
But that's
he
why
actually said fuck it when he was dead the last time,
and that's why he's leaving now.
That's why
he's gonna be a wildling. It seems. But I just
how did he brokerage that deal?
He didn't. This is the one time. I think
he's just leaving.
I think if we want to talk about character development, we've been speaking on this whole episode about his honor. He said, "Fuck it, I'm doing this for me." It's almost like Cap going in Endgame to see to go live his life, his alternate reality life out with a girl. I you know what? Screw the Night's Watch. And what's the point of it? I did my penance.
Did you?
I thought I'm the reason why the Night King didn't take over y'all niggas, bruh. I've done all the defending. I even made the wildlings and no. I'm good. Once again.
Did you see the post that Captain America still died a virgin? He just sat there and danced with her for 17 years.
Oh, that's whack. That man, nah. The creators said they had kids and shit, nigga. Don't do that, man. Don't do that, man.
I couldn't stop laughing. Yeah. Because, I was the one always saying he was a virgin.
He only kissed that girl that one time. I like to live and believe that Cap got pussy once he came back to our times at some point, man. I just like to believe it. I like to believe that
Cap would have lost some of his strength if he had it.
I like to believe that him and Black Widow had a slip up one night. You know what I mean? They don't ever talk about it. It was like a one-time thing, and they don't never talk about it, and they just besties after that. Because some people you have certain like
one night, it was 5 minutes.
Son,
it didn't matter.
Some people like you know what I mean. You become closer with after you've had that, even if you don't work out romantically. You dig? So
True.
But man.
But yeah, okay.
And then now the series is over. It's just over.
Yeah.
And people are going crazy, lighting the streets on fire. Shout out to my girl, Lady Oshun, boy. She would say this was crazy? Boy, people were mad.
About the ending? Okay, so the
hell yeah,
people aren't happy about
controversial, low ratings. People hated this.
I know people were upset prior to the last episode, but I didn't figure that. Okay, all right, fair enough.
Now, some sensible people are rising up out the ashes once again after repeated viewings, most likely, but people weren't feeling this. My girl O said, "Boy, this is a comedy. This is a joke. I don't believe this shit." You hear me? And I was like, "I hear you, O." And when I'm watching it, I'm like,
it's not what we want. I mean, yeah, definitely not what I wanted.
It wasn't what was expected. It wasn't what was wanted, but it is an ending. And like you said, they landed it.
Yeah, they landed the plane.
The plane has been landed. We got the story.
Gotta give them that.
It is what it is. But you've heard all the things I wish you had. Y'all.
Yeah. I mean, this is, I watched this show, at least when the first episode aired, when it premiered. I watched it that night. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like I signed on very early on at the very beginning, not really knowing about the books or anything about the characters, and really after second viewings of entire seasons, realizing I watched that show the first run, not really knowing what the fuck was going on, but I stuck around for it. You know what I'm saying? Something about it still kept me watching. And this was cool. I dug it. I felt satisfied. Wasn't the best ending, but it was an ending. And like we said, the plane landed. They got me there. And we'll see what comes next. I mean,
It's just so tragic when you watch it back how doomed John and Danny's romance is, and I just hate that because I'm a happy endings guy. Fuck you people that don't want him, and I really wish that could have really ended with Danny and John on the throne. But I do understand that John didn't want the throne, but John just wanted her, so they really could have worked it out because she wanted the throne, he wanted her, but then all that stuff happened that made her go left, and that just heartbreaking. And like again, when I watch this back and see her beginning, I'm always be wanting to say, but look how it's gonna end for her. And it's just like, dang, at least she could have went out in epic fashion, man. She didn't set niggas on fire. She didn't released all these slaves. She didn't had epic battles. She didn't rode on dragons. You know what I mean? She done all these things. And then when she gets to the throne, she don't get to sit down. I would have kept that moment. I feel like that's a nice bit of poetry that she didn't ever get to sit down in it. But whatever, man. Show's over. It is what it is, like I said already. There's nothing really more else that you can say about it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to age well for the most part, as long as people go in knowing that the last season has been rushed. There will be no spin-offs for Arya, because people was thinking, we're going to get Arya Columbus on a spin-off. Nope. They let the people live, dog. They spent the dude who played Rob put that in perspective recently, that actor, because he's got cast in something recently. But the actor that played Rob was saying, man, I commend them, because like you think you might be signing on to like a 5 or 6 year gig and it wound up being 10 years, and you spending 10 years in like Ireland and just shooting this shit, and like one episode could take 55 days and stuff. Like they spend a lot of time shooting this.
John hated like those seasons where he was like in the snow and shit with the wildlings over the walls. Like he was fucking pissed, like vocal about it.
Dude,
like, he hated it.
It take a long time to shoot these episodes. So when people are saying, "Can we get 10?"
in the fucking cold.
I think them people was done. I think those actors were done. Like them 2 years probably felt good. I think.
Oh yeah,
son,
having to take your time and do this shit, man.
So I feel like
they probably was lax like a motherfucker. That's why coffee cups and water bottles
was just popping up. Because HBO wanted more.
We got to take our time for a change.
HBO would have given 10, and the creator said, nope, we don't need it. We just want our 6, which make me feel like everybody's burnt out. Everybody's burnt out.
It could have been Benioff and Weiss get a lot of the blame for a lot of this stuff, which some of it I think does deserve to be landed at their doorstep. But I think it could be a collective bit of the cast and them sort of wanting this to get to the end of
That's what I'm saying. All of them.
It could have been all of them.
I think it's all of them. Not just them. I'm saying I think all of them burnt out from the D&D sausage to goddamn the cast. Because again, it takes a long time to shoot this. You're only mainly synonymous with this. I know Sansa having a ball when she do the X-Men movies, or when John get to be the Wild Wild West nigga in that other show he was in. And like I know they have fun being able to stretch because they are very synonymous with these characters, dog. For it to be over, they really get to grow now. They really get to try some things out. As much as I said at the top of this podcast about Jason Mitchell coming back around, about how ideally to be in a series it'd be great, I wouldn't want to give a series specifically 10 to 15 years of me. You know what I mean? I would like to go from one series, maybe, do about 5, 6 years, and then maybe do another series and do it for 5. Because I feel like a critically acclaimed 5 or 6 like Breaking Bad is just as good as you decide to go supernatural. Them niggas got to be nuts on supernatural doing 15 seasons, yo.
Yeah.
But anything else to say before we get out here, man?
Nah, man. Arya was my favorite character. Glad she made it out good. Mm-hmm. And man, that's all I got. I'm happy. I'm satisfied with my ending. I'm glad it's over.
We got a new thing to watch.
What's the new thing?
I'm just saying it's like another thing to go in the slot. As much as we never watched Cloak and Dagger. Well, you never watched the first season of Cloak and Dagger. I'm on season 2 of Cloak and Dagger. Everybody big up in Westworld. I want to check that out. I gotta catch up to you and Barry. You don't like Westworld? We gonna have some interesting conversations soon.
Oh Jesus.
Everybody on Chernobyl dick too. I don't want to watch it because I don't like the subject matter.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't watched Chernobyl yet, but I have sort of walked into the room when it's been on, and it hasn't captivated me or anything. Hasn't made me want to watch.
People are loving that show.
Really?
Yeah, it's getting
high. Oh wow.
Well, my thing is,
you ever watched Killing Eve?
No.
Okay.
But I'm saying like the whole thing about like toxic things, murdering people. That I don't like seeing that. I know they most likely gonna get graphic. Right. But guys, hit us up at reviewingdat@gmail.com. We have so much to get into, and this about to be a fun summer.
Are we gonna talk about? You yesterday?
Yep.
Or tomorrow, whatever.
No, see, yesterday I want to talk about it. I'm trying to wait on J.Steel to watch it because I was about to watch today.
Did you? You haven't watched it yet?
The only reason, because I was gonna watch today because I thought we was gonna talk about it, but I was like, I know we about to be talking about this finale for too long to give that its just due. So I'm gonna watch it, and on another episode we're gonna watch it. But did you like it?
Yes.
Okay, so I can't wait to catch it. So yeah, man, we've been going, y'all. We've been going, man. But however y'all felt about the last, because the funny part is this. It's a cultural phenomenon, dog. This will not be the last time we ever talk about Game of Thrones. It's just impossible.
Yeah.
If you're out there and you want to have your little take, you want to tell us something about how you felt about Game of Thrones, dog, tell us, man. I'll be happy to read that on air. We can still discuss whatever that needs to be discussed.
Yeah, you want to talk about a specific moment? I'm down for that too.
What we might have missed, what you might disagree with us on, what you thought, anything. Yeah. Hit us up at reviewingdat@gmail.com. This is that actor guy, Martin Bass Bradford, Mr. Bass in the building, and representing FlyWithBats Podcast. What up, D-Mac? What up, Uncle Joe? We gonna get that episode together, y'all. It was tragic, but we gonna get it together. And for this episode of Reviewing That, I'm outie, man.
It's your favorite host, Marty, MartyEdwards 504 on Instagram, Twitter, and Snap at the chat. I also want to go to lowrainpictures.com, click on the Your30 tab, where I co-host the show there with... What's his name?
Black Actorpedia.
That's right, a.k.a. The Arrogant Observer. Your30 with Marty and The Arrogant Observer. Check us out.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man. I'm gonna send you the mixtape, dude.
Oh, I forgot you said that's real.
It is fucking awesome, dude. Like Wale has this. I dig Wale, but he has a dope track on there.
I'm fine. We're gonna see what that's all about.
All right, brother.
What's the next round, people?
All right, y'all. Y'all know what it